Entitled broke people.
I put it up there. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Mike. Fuck, I ain't got no headphones. I'll put my headphones up.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we good. We good to go. All right.
Okay, you got headphones there or no? You in the pair? Yeah. Plug them in for me. We live already or?
Yeah,
No, fuck it. Start the show. We're doing the next one.
we can do this. That's no big deal.
Cigars and whiskey.
Yeah, ain't nobody on there anyway,
Good looking out. Let's get this shit cracking.
All right, let me just grab this and then. Do we want to talk about the Dame Lillard thing or no? We gonna leave that?
Nah, I think we'll spin it off into that somehow. We'll get there.
Shout out to KB, man. He came out. We was gonna have him on the show.
Rain scared him away.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Next time. Just grab this one too, because I thought this was a good one. And all right,
Cook.
I'm gonna have to hold this.
Oh, still fucking up.
Yeah, of course. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome to another episode of Cigars and Whiskey, the podcast that discusses love, relationships, sex, and dating from a male's perspective. I'm your guy, Ron Cole, and I'm joined by my guy, White Star GB.
Was shaking.
Shout out to everyone tuned in on YouTube. Please remember to share so we can get more people to tap into the conversation. We have a great show for you guys tonight. Tonight, we are drinking sort of like an oldie but goodie. You know, kind of like one of the regular go-tos.
Yeah.
Gentleman Jack.
Yeah.
And-
We never did this yet, right?
No, not on the show.
Yeah,
No, we
no,
never did that on the show.
Exactly.
And we are smoking the core, the La Herencia Cubana core. All right. And tonight's topic is going to be, what's tonight's topic?
Broke entitled people.
Broke entitled people.
Yeah, man.
All right. White Star GB,
What's up, man?
how was your week, man?
Week was good, man. Week was good. Week was good. Yeah, we're pushed into the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking on ways to add value to the brand and add to the brand. So we're having talks of adding a second and third show at the same
Yep.
time,
That's right.
and work is picking up. So I'm trying to stay busy on that, trying to keep my foot on the gas as far as that, getting that merch ready. I'm holding true to my deadline of Halloween. We'll have our full merch line available, cigars and whiskey. Feeling good though, man. But I wanted to run something past you. I know you don't look at shit like that, you don't watch shit like that, but Sexy Red had a little sex tape that dropped this week, man.
Why you say I don't look at stuff like that? I would look at stuff. I don't like violent stuff.
You don't like rack shit. You don't like rack. You don't want to see no one get stabbed, or you don't want to see no rack shit neither though.
Nah, the somebody dying or something like that. Nah, I don't want to see that.
Okay.
If it's not a movie, I don't want to see somebody in real life lose their life. I don't want to see that.
Was there ever a movie that was too real and you were like a death scene in the movie that made you uncomfortable?
Like certain I don't like Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
When Ricky got shot?
Yeah, you don't like that shit.
I don't. I saw that movie one time. I don't watch it.
You don't like that shit?
I don't like that.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
That one is heavy.
That's a lie.
Also, even like Menace to Society. When I see like hood movies like that, yeah, I don't.
Shit that could hit close to home.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
man.
man.
But like a war movie, so like Saving Private Ryan on the beach in the beginning, that was gruesome.
I don't do too many
war movies.
I
don't blame you. Don't watch that shit, nigga. That shit
no,
crazy too.
It's the war movie that I like is Troy. I like Troy, and I thought 300 was pretty cool.
How about
but
Gladiator?
It was more sci-fi.
Gladiator.
Never really got into
For real?
Gladiator. Not like that.
Oh, you're missing a good one.
I watched it like one time, and I never. It's not like a revisit type.
Yeah. Okay. Nah, but Sexy Red dropped the mixtape and
a mixtape or a
no, a sex tape. Pardon self. She dropped the sex tape, and honestly, man, she's gonna push us up into the top of the class, man. Cause
it's good.
Nah, it's trash. But no, it's that's one of those things you don't want to watch again. But all them female rappers are rapping about how much of a whore they are, and she's putting it out there. She's, you know what I mean? She put it out there. She's gonna push herself to the top of the class. You know what I mean? Cause she's putting up.
I believe it's by design.
I think it was strategic. Absolutely.
It's by design. But before we move, what makes a sex tape trash? What made it trash?
Her. Pardon me. Like, she's a young lady. I don't mean to diss her or nothing like that, but her moaning, her body, her face, everything was no good.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, right? I'm not gonna lie to you.
No bueno.
I don't know how, but for somehow, some way, like she's not traditionally good looking, but she does have some sex appeal to her. In a ratchet, like a hood
her
ratchet
sex
way.
appeal is that she looks easy. I
Probably.
feel like, she looks like you could smash. Like, she looks easy. She looks very accessible.
And she looks nasty. She looks nasty.
And she looks like
she could get nasty.
And she looks like the first person everybody lost their virginity to. Oh, she fucking? I'm about to go with her when you done.
Yo, the reason why I'm laughing is because, you nailed it. You nailed it. Like, it's like, oh yeah, she fucking.
She
like,
fucking.
She's fucking.
After you done going with her, I'm about to go with her next, yo. You know what I mean? Cause nigga gotta go with a girl to get that. But nah. I think that she proved. I mean, Sukihana, of course, is a porn star turned rapper, but I feel like Sexy Red dropping that sex tape just.
I didn't know that.
Past everything.
She was a porn star?
Sukihana got mad shit on her. Like, she got mad shit on. I mean, no one checking for her, but I feel like she puts herself out there. But she got mad shit on her on OnlyFans doing.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
But she wasn't like a porn.
Nah.
Star.
I don't think she did any scenes.
Oh, okay,
or anything
okay.
Like that. But her OnlyFans is definitely porn level. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Research. But Yeah, man, I think she's proven that she's, she's the whoriest of the whores. And in this current climate of whoreflation, that's gonna push her towards the top of the class, yo.
Yo, the other day, I was listening to her record, and I was thinking to myself, like, she is a terrible rapper, but that hook is so fire.
And she picks good beats.
Yeah, and the beat is fire, and the hook is fire.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But her rhymes are terrible.
Man, saying, shout out.
Her voice sounds annoying, bro.
Yo.
She literally sounds like she just started rapping, bro. And that's why I'm like, yo, that shit must be.
She had that Gucci Man appeal where it's like, it's authentic. And that's what makes her appealing to people. And
authentic? I hear what you say, authentic, but like.
It's like, she sounds like she's a real street girl that just started rapping and she caught one.
Like it's really
raw.
Like how Cardi B. Really raw, like if you want to call it talent, but it's very raw.
Yeah. And she got a placement on a new Drake album. You know what I mean? She's on there with Drake and SZA. She got they got a little strip club anthem on there. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Yo, shout out to Sexy Red, man. Keep on fucking, mama.
Yeah, shout out to her.
Keep fucking and rapping.
How many she just got one sex tape, right?
That I've seen. Who knows?
All right, so even before I go, let me just give a shout out to our sponsor of tonight's show, a new product. And what's crazy is that we spoke about this before.
Okay.
Like the possibility, like, yo, this would be a great product to have, because if you do smoke cigars, and if you're a female and you have a man that smokes cigars, this right here is a godsend. It's called Cigargle, which is it's a mouthwash specifically for cigar breath, right? And yo, when you smoke a cigar, for anybody that doesn't smoke on a regular basis, the taste of a cigar can linger in your mouth for days sometimes, depending on how strong the cigar is. So they reached out to us, they hit us up, and they sent us a little care package, and we tried it out, man, and this thing hits. It hits, and they got 3 flavors. They got Power Mint.
And this is Spearmint.
They got a Spearmint, and they have a cinnamon. So different flavors for whatever your profile is, whatever you like, you know.
And this is a one use, right?
Yeah. It's like a one shot. So you gargle that whole bottle, and it eliminates the cigar breath.
Yeah.
Out, and it's done. All right. So you can check these guys out. Their name is exactly the way it's spelled on the packaging. Cigargle, Cigargle on Instagram. Yeah, man, check it out, man. Great product, and we hope to do more with these guys. All right. Yeah.
Your week, man?
My week was cool, man. Cool. Just work.
Yeah.
Work. Again, shout out to our guy, KB. Former, I don't want, friend of the show. He had to take some time off.
Alumni.
Yeah. He was supposed to be here tonight, but we had a little bit of technical difficulties. We almost did, because we're dealing with rain. Of course, which we're still trying to get as much as we can out of the good weather until the weather really breaks and we got to go back inside. So, yeah, man. So, shout out to him. Hopefully he can be around maybe the week after next. All right. So but yeah, shout out to him, and my week was cool, man. Yeah. Very cool. And I want to give a big shout out to Miss Violet Barnes. We lost a major figure in my family. My grandma-in-law. I don't even know why I'm saying in-law, but my grandmother, my wife's grandmother. She passed away at the age of 94, so she did live a full life.
That's beautiful.
And definitely she went out like a soldier. Like she was ready, and she was had everything planned and everything like that. So, a big rest in peace to her. Great lady.
Right.
Mad cool and caring and whatever like that. Ever since I've been with my wife, super cool lady. So, big shout out to her.
It's tough losing a grandmother, yo.
Yeah, man.
I don't got no more grandmothers, man. That grandma's love is like unmatched. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think about my grandmother all the time, man. It's like your parents love you, your spouse loves you, your kids love you, but your grandparents spoil you, man. Like that love, that that care they have for you is like amazing, man.
Yeah.
I think about my grandparents all the time, and I'm a grandfather now, and I just love to like spoil and just pour into my granddaughter.
Yeah,
and
man.
That grandma's love is unmatched.
Yeah,
man.
I got
No one loves you like grandma, yo.
I got one grandma left, and she's been fighting,
Yeah.
back and forth.
Right.
She's up there in age, and she battled COVID a couple times, and she's a strong old lady, and thank God she's still with us. And
what makes them happy to see? Like what makes they like to see like the you think they like to see like people like us be successful, or they like to see us like carry on the legacy? Like they like to see the young ones. I think they like to see the kids and all that, right?
I think
they like
so.
The kids, yo.
I think they like to see generation after generation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then I think it gets to the point where, as they get older, they lose more people, and it's like their friends have passed on. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everybody now is younger than them.
Yeah.
And it seems like, if all your friends is going to the club, you want to go to the club too. Like, I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? I'm ready to go be with my peoples, because everybody else is younger than me. And
see the homies.
Yeah. You could,
Absolutely.
So
shout out to her, yo.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Again, shout out to everyone tuned in on YouTube. Again, remember to share so we can get more people to tap into the conversation.
You had a couple of pauses on that cigar go though, man. That lingering in your mouth. I ain't want to mess up the read, but yeah, lingering in your mouth was it's a little flagrant.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of pauses in cigar smoking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yo, I'm enjoying that Cam and May show. Like they dropping every day. I try to catch most of the shows.
They go every day?
They go every day. And it's really, really fun to watch two friends, two people who respect each other in a whole new lane, and they rocking and they having fun. Like, that shit is real inspiring, yo.
Yeah.
That shit is fun. And watching them play the pause game is really fun. Like, them boys are having fun over there, yo.
They do that shit on the whole nother
level.
Yeah. Whole nother
Mace is
level.
hilarious too. Like, Mace is like comedy gold, yo. Like, shout out to them, yo.
Yeah,
man.
Shout out to them. All right. So I guess we'll hop right into it.
Shout out Simple Things, man.
Oh, yes.
Blessed us, man. Shout out to you, big dog.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to our guy.
Yeah, man.
Definitely, he engages with a lot of the content that we put out.
Yeah.
Cigar Smoker.
He puts out dope content too.
Yeah,
like his clips and all that. He seems like he live a good life, yo.
Exactly, man.
Yeah, he outside in the yard smoking, drinking, listening to some old school music. He get busy out there, man. He sent us a nice little care package.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
and he sent us a little care package of cigars, a good amount of cigars that he recommended to us, and he felt like we should smoke on the show. So big shout out to CW Simple Things on Instagram.
Right.
Yeah, man. Simple and Things with the A, THANGS.
Yeah.
On Instagram, man.
Shout out to you, big dog.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Shout out
you,
to,
Yo,
definitely a brother of the leaf.
You sent her. This shit got me on tilt right now. What we smoking? The Cubana,
the La Herencia.
Yeah, this
Cubana.
packing the punch, yo.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your lighter working or you? I think
Uh,
that one got a little fire in it still.
no, man. Gotta get me.
All right.
All right. So,
Now you dead?
oh yeah, I got a little bit. A little bit of juice.
Shout out to that Drake album too, yo. Gave it a couple of spins. Corey Cool had it on last night. I mean, no, Corey Cool missed it last night on the show
Yeah, shout out to Corey Cool, man.
on the AMP show, but I got to listen to it a little bit earlier, and it's all right. I'll probably give it like a 6 out of 10. It's
Really?
got a couple of joints on it, but
Has Drake had a classic album?
not to me, not to me, and I'm not really hard on Drake. Pause, but not really a classic album. It's 6 out of 10. I don't know. I took more of the growth of it. It's like Drake is what, like 34, 35 now?
Possibly.
I'll look it up. But
That might be his stage
he
age.
hasn't really showed much growth on the album. And his life on the album, it kind of seems a little, he's still talking about, groupies and the girls that he's dealing with, his rotation and all that.
What do you expect, though?
I don't know. I thought he'd maybe talk a little bit more about like his investment portfolio, a little bit more like a couple of more jewels. You know what I mean? Not necessarily like a 444.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're
But
talking like a
his raps could
45-year-old
grow up.
rapper, bro.
His raps could grow up a little bit more. I think he's just trying to appeal to the kids a little too much still. He's almost the old guy in the club at this point. But let me look up his age though. But yeah, man. I give it about a 6 out of a 10.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I gotta check it out. I ain't check it out yet. Corey Cool is my
36.
oh, he's 36.
Yeah.
Yeah. Corey Cool is my music concierge, if you want to call it. I only listen to, if he says it's a go, I usually,
Respect.
Yeah, man.
Respect.
So shout out to Corey Cool, man. All right, so we're gonna go with the Ryan Clark.
Yeah, to start
First,
Ron Clark.
start
Yeah,
Ryan
to
Clark?
start Ron Clark.
All right, let me see.
My dad was at everything important, but he wasn't around all the time. I got my lunch money and tip money because he worked the valet after he worked for the levee board, right? I couldn't find my dad for 2 weeks after Katrina because he was living at the levee board when everybody else in Louisiana got an opportunity to evacuate. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm proud that that's my dad. I'm proud that my dad rolled up to my football games in his valet uniform and then drove to work before the game was over. Like, I'm proud that I had to, in my senior year, drive him to work, drop him off, because I didn't have a car. Like, I couldn't get me a car as a senior. And like, I had to be at school at a certain time, so I couldn't catch the bus. I would drive to the school, actually catch a ride with a friend. My dad would catch a ride with somebody so he could come back and get his car. Like, they made those sacrifices. So what that like I ain't fucking see him every day. And I just think, man, like, I am having a hard time with that, because I think sometimes it's like you're the best you may have been individually, but you being the best individually is not what everybody thinks is the best for them. And that's a tough place to be.
What do you think about that, White Star GB?
It hit home to me because that's my story with my dad. Dad was a yellow cab owner operator in Manhattan and worked from before we woke up to about when we were going to bed. So he wasn't around much. He was around the weekends though. But that was his like downtime and stuff like that. We didn't really bother him too much. But I definitely appreciated the hustle, even while it was going on. You know what I mean? Even though like I kind of understood at an early age that, if I ask him for something, he always got it. He's not around a lot because he has to grind, and we lived off the fruits of his labor. You know, we were able to move into a different bracket. He was able to get my mom in school and get her through, and put us in school and everything like that. It's the part at the end that kind of is where I kind of disagree a little bit, where he said he's struggling with being the best version of himself but still pleasing everybody. I kind of feel like he had to learn from where his father fell short and had to fill in those gaps a little bit. So
you feel like you need to see a flawed system in order to try to.
Not necessarily.
It's never perfected.
It's never perfect. Yeah,
but you could build on it and make it better.
Absolutely. But I don't think you need to see a flawed system. You can have the perfect parents and just be like, all right, I'm recreating that, Mm-hmm. But I feel like if you felt like someone fell short somewhere, when you're in that same position for somebody else, you could kind of see where that person fell short at, and you could definitely plug in and, be present. Because even from last week's episode, everybody that we heard speak about parenthood and fatherhood, I think the number one thing that everybody said was presence.
Yeah. But I hear you speak to that same sentiment that you just spoke about, right? But my question to you is that, did you get that thought process as an adult now, or did you feel that way at the time when you were younger and your father was grinding it out?
I felt like that young is not going to be there as much. Mom was there, but you were good?
Yeah.
How about on your side? What do you think about it?
I get what you're saying. Right? But because my father was the same. He worked a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't make it to a lot of my stuff. Now, was I complaining about it? And I did. I knew he was working, right? My mother would always say that my father was a workaholic. And I took what my mom said, and I just, oh, yeah, he's working. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wasn't the type of kid that would be like, yo, you didn't make it to anything or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's not like I didn't notice. Maybe even at the time, I probably didn't even really care too much because, I remember my mom making a lot of the games. And, it got to the point where it wasn't even expected.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I didn't expect my father to show up to certain things because I knew he had to work.
Did it ever feel selfish?
Did I feel like he was being selfish?
Yeah.
I never felt like that.
Yeah, and
I get what you're saying when you understood it.
Yeah.
But I'm speaking today. I did notice that he wasn't there. I don't hold it against him or anything like that because I understand, and definitely as an adult, at this point in time, I definitely understand. But I don't miss too much of my kid stuff.
Right.
And I think I work pretty hard, and I'll miss something. I'll miss some work. I might miss some money here or there, but I'll make it there. Based on the way my father was, I'm trying to have a little bit more balance. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And my thing is this, man. I feel like money is cool, but it's not enough to move the needle where it's like, all right, when I die, I'm gonna be worth, tens or hundreds of millions of dollars. So the experiences will probably be worth more than the dollars that I would make anyway.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And you understand the balance, you know what I mean? Going through it and knowing and speaking to people, that's the thing. Not so much of my experience, hearing even my brothers and my sisters' experience and hearing other people speak about how much it means to them for their parents to be present at things. Mm-hmm. That's what kind of made me like, okay, this is important, you know? So I do got to kind of show up because these things matter, you know?
Experiences in life matter. That's what you're going to remember. So my wife, so she's a nurse, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she, at one time, when she was in the field, she was doing work with ALS patients, right? And it was a guy that lived in, like, you know, for you guys that are not from New York, the North Shore in Long Island is like heavy money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the Brookvilles,
the up on the water,
upper Brookville,
helicopter
Muttontown,
to the
and all
city,
that stuff like that.
helicopter to the city, all that fly shit.
So he lived up there, and he had like big house, guest house, all that good stuff, right? And this guy, he has a company that left to his kids or whatever that's gonna, you know, they probably have generational wealth, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's dying. He's pretty much dying at this time. Like, you know, ALS is not reversible,
yeah,
right? So he knew he was going, but she would speak to him, and he would talk about, not about money stuff. He would talk about the experiences. He would be there with his wife talking about, oh, you remember when we went here?
Yeah.
When we had, we did this, we snorkeled, we did it at night, we scuba dived and all that, you know.
Yeah.
Now, maybe some of the experiences cost some money, right?
Scuba diving at night. Sounds like some money there. Yeah, snorkeling at night.
Even, you know, he would remember, like, yo, you remember we ate this over here? That, like, the type of stuff he would talk about was like, it really didn't have everything to do with bread.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? It was about him being present in his wife's life,
mm-hmm.
them having experiences together, and with his family. Right. So I think a lot of us, we need to put that into perspective.
Yeah, find that balance, yo.
Yeah, man.
Find that balance.
Yeah, man. You gotta work hard, but don't work yourself to death. And you got to have some balance where if you work hard, you play hard. And I'm not saying play hard like just rip and run, but even spending time with your family.
Yeah.
That shit is very, very important.
Because even now that my daughter is out of state, it's kind of like, I kind of feel like as soon as I leave, I feel like it's like I flip over the hourglass, and I feel like that clock is ticking until I got to get back over there, you know, to like to like flip the hourglass over again, just to let her know that she's supported. You know, she's not alone in the world, you know, stuff like that. So, yeah, it's important to really, you know, put that time in. And if you feel that you're not doing enough in a certain thing, that means you're not doing enough. And that's where, with Ryan Clark, where, like, he's struggling to be, you know, the best version of himself and to be the best version of himself for other people. If you feel like one of your cups aren't as full, you got to pull back or something and start pouring into that. I know a lot of times people have obligations and they got to be places and they got to do stuff. He's on ESPN podcast, everything like that, so he's ripping and running. But yeah, he got to find that time, and that's my advice for him, and that's my advice to a lot of busy fathers. Yo, find that time, man. Like, you know, I feel like I don't even feel like it's beating a dead horse. I feel like it's one of the core principles of Cigars and Whiskey at this point, especially pertaining to fatherhood. Be present.
Yeah, man, you are more than your paycheck. Remember that. You're more than your paycheck.
All
right, so where are we going next?
Let's go to Jigga Man, man. Let's see what Hope's talking about.
Yeah, I want some of the Jigga Man.
You don't want to help the fam.
Let me make sure this is it.
My dad was at everything important, but he wasn't around all the time. I got my lunch money and tip money because he worked.
All right, my
harmonize with a man. A lot of women are taught how to protect ourselves from men. We're taught how to not rely on a man.
My experiences with black women growing up wasn't so good. When I started dating white girls, my first experience with white girls is when I went to college.
All right, give me. So,
you have cousins. You got to go home for Thanksgiving.
all right. We going with the 4,800. We're gonna go with the 48 first.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Got this play. I want to, if you just give me, you know what I mean? 4,800, I could make you 2 million. You like, it don't work like that, fam. But you got to explain to him, like, life isn't like that. Money isn't free, and no one's giving out opportunities. If it sounds too good to be true, it's really, and then he like, oh, you don't believe in my dream. You have cousins. You got to go home for Thanksgiving, and people are talking to you like Kevin Hart. And you going home for solace. You want family.
You're going home for peace of mind.
You going home for peace of mind.
And they don't give you that
and your
because
cousin
you're not
your cousins in your grandma's living room saying, yo, man, I got this play. I want to, if you just give me, you know what I mean? 4,800. I could make you 2 million.
All right, give us 1 second.
You have cousins. You got to go home for Thanksgiving, and people are talking to you like Kevin Hart. And you going home for solace. You want family.
You're going home for peace of mind.
You going home for peace of mind.
And they don't give you that
and your
because you're not.
Your cousins in your grandma's living room saying, yo, man, I got this play. I want to, if you just give me, you know what I mean? 4,800, I could make you 2 million. You like, it don't work like that, fam. But you got to explain to him, like, life isn't like that. Money isn't free, and no one's giving out opportunities. If it sounds too good to be true, it's really, and then he like, oh, you don't believe in my dream.
Jigga man.
Jigga.
Don't want to help the fam. So what was the premise of that one?
Premise
That's
is
an old clip, right?
Yeah. It is a
Kevin
very old
Hart
clip,
was
but it actually just resurfaced again. I don't know why.
Maybe
Why?
coming off the Wallow clip. And maybe it's a slow week in the news cycle, you know what I mean? In the YouTube news cycle, but that clip is coming back around.
Well, pretty much, if you haven't seen it, because it's gone viral again for a second time around, is that Jay-Z was talking about being in a different financial space and going back home to your family and things changing and people changing around you, having family members ask you for money, and you got to kind of be, put things in perspective for them to tell them things don't work that way. Like if this example he used, a cousin asks you for $4,800, I could turn it into $2 million, and you got to tell them like, yo, bro, like no, things don't work like that. People don't give out opportunities, and money. People just don't give out money just like that.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on it? What are your first thoughts on it?
My first thoughts on it was that he's stingy, and he's making it awkward for his family that he's so rich. It's a tough place to be rich when your peoples really don't have it. But I feel like when you're that rich, like if you know you're coming around on Thanksgiving, you should have a couple of envelopes for the homies. You know what I mean?
Is he obligated to do that?
I don't think it's obligated. I mean, it's showing love. You know what I mean? I don't know what he's done, and he was just coming up with like a random story. But,
Yeah.
With every story, there's with
some
every
truth
story,
probably,
there's
right?
a little truth to it. Yeah. I feel like his cousin had to come to him with a pseudo business plan because he felt like he had to come to him with something. You know, there's a couple of layers to this. There's the lending your family money. Where do you fall on that? Lending money to friends and family.
I lend based on what I feel like I don't need back.
Okay.
And I will lend you the money, and when you don't pay me back, I don't have to lend you any more money after that.
Because that's
Yeah, but I'm not going to
credit is
give
shot.
you. Yeah, and I'm more like I'm like a credit card, right?
Mm.
If you pay your balance off, you can borrow more money.
You can live again.
And I might raise your limit. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, that's fair.
But
That's fair.
it's fickle. Dealing with money with family and things like that. I've been on the other end where I borrowed money from my family members or whatever.
Yeah.
And money is fickle, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it could create a difficult situation between you and that person. Jay-Z's a businessman, so for a family member to come to him, you can't just assume like, all right, well, you my cousin or you're my whatever, and I should just give you money to finance whatever you want to do.
Mm.
All right, you might have to come to him with a real solid or real, a real business plan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I don't think he was off base on what he was saying, because people are talking about the amount of money, right?
Yeah.
But it could start at 4,800, it can get to 48,000, and it go to $500,000. You understand what I'm saying? If you start lending out money, everybody's just gonna open up the woodworks. You know what I mean?
But what about when you're on that level and you see a family member is struggling? What about putting them on? What about teaching them how to fish? Listen, I see that you're having a hard time. You keep coming to me for this money. I could keep giving it to you, or I could give you an opportunity to make money and stand on your own too, so we don't have to do this. You know what I mean? Like, who's first online? Who's first in line to get those?
I think the people
Put
that
on.
that do show initiative,
Okay,
right?
all right.
So, all right, let's be clear,
Mm.
right? Most people are broke because of some shit that they did,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
And when
Or they haven't had the right opportunity, or they just had some bad luck too.
if you eliminate unforced errors,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
And you grind and you working, even if it's on a certain level, right? And you grinding, and you got a cousin like Jay-Z, and he knows like, yo, dude is grinding. He just need a shot.
Yeah.
That's the difference between a person that's just
But that's
coming.
the thing. I'm not broke, but if Jay-Z was my cousin and we were at, like, I would be the one to be like, yo, listen, I got this play. Yo, we got this podcast going. Yo, you invest in that. Put this on time. Like, I would be kind of trying to pitch to him, like, yo, Jay-Z's my cousin. So as soon as, and it'd be like, yo, why aren't you putting me on to, like,
All
live
right.
easier? You
No,
know what
okay.
I mean? Like,
No,
yo,
no, no.
like, you don't have to be broke to, like, want to have an easier life, no?
All right, so
You could be showing all the initiative. You could be working all the hours in the week, but someone he just got it. And yo,
No, I
I'm
understand
not
that.
discounting that he didn't work to get it. He didn't sacrifice to get it. But bruh, come on, man.
I get what you're saying,
Man,
but
man.
you like the scenario that you just brought up.
Right.
If you've been doing the podcast for 2 months and you're like, yo, put me on or whatever.
Yeah.
Now, if you've been at it for 5 years and he sees you're consistent and you're
Yeah.
like, yo, you're putting your resources behind it, you're putting your money behind it, you got it to a certain level.
Yeah.
Like, I just need a little. I don't need no money from you. I might need to connect. But people are gonna lend.
Yo, we might just need some new cameras, man.
No,
We need a couple of new cameras, and we need like a warehouse.
All right.
I mean, yo,
But
ho,
what-
what's up with 10? Yo, can I get 10 racks, big
all,
dog? Like,
all that is based on.
you spend that on lunch.
See, that's the problem, right? People shouldn't be watching other people's money, right?
Come
Or how they
on,
spend their other
everybody
money.
pocket watching, man. Especially if your whole life is basically, you know, Forbes and
No,
you know
no,
what
no,
I mean,
no.
billionaire list and all that.
It's
and
the
then-
difference between the public looking at your shit,
Yeah.
articles and shit, but
Right.
and then your family members. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That could get nasty.
Yeah.
Like, yo, bro, you got it. I heard you worth this, that, and the third. Imagine your family member comes and say some shit,
But why
shit like
you
that to you.
not giving? Why are you making that? Why? That's what I'm saying. Like you should be just
Families are big, bro.
When you're showing
You-
up.
if you give money to one, you got, you know what I mean? So you gotta have some discernment on who gets what, right?
Okay, all right.
So if I got, like, let's say for instance, my family, I got a bunch of cousins, and I just give one cousin some money because he asked.
Right.
Why wouldn't all the other 20 cousins that I have do the same thing?
Well, first of all, the difference in money is a lot closer with you and your cousins than with Jay-Z. Jay-Z's in a whole nother
I'm saying if I'm Jay-Z,
oh man, yo, you should be coming around with you should have envelope. Yo, who all gonna be there? All right, let me just break niggas, like, let me go show love, yo. It's not fly, yo. If you're up and the people around you are struggling, you can't even enjoy your money.
we not.
Can you enjoy your money if you're the only one that's up around you?
No, you can't. You can't. If you're a
Scrooge. You sound like a Scrooge.
no, if you're not a Scrooge, if you are on some real shit, you're not gonna enjoy it until you're gonna want everybody to eat.
You're gonna want
Right?
everybody to eat.
But let's be honest, man. Let's be real. Everybody can't eat because everybody don't got the wherewithal to get to that level.
I always
right?
told myself, and me and my wife speak about it, and I'd be like, yo, listen, if we ever come into money, I'm gonna designate one person in charge of family, and I'm gonna designate one person in charge of friends. And no one asks me for money. You have to go through them to get the money. So no one asks me directly for money. So that cousin never comes to me for money. You go to my mother, and you ask her for the money, and then she'll come to me. You know what I mean? Did you go through the proper channels? You have to almost have like a firewall between you and everybody, but you have to have a plan in place to have some kind of peace and to have some kind of, like, I don't know, like, listen, nepotism isn't just for your immediate family. Nepotism expands, you know what I mean? Like, yo, if you're Jay-Z's second cousin and you're working at Burger King, there's something wrong.
I don't know about that, bro.
Nah?
I don't know about that. Distant cousins and shit.
Second cousin. I said a second cousin. Cousin. He
I
got
don't know,
enough money
bro.
to make sure everybody's up, yo. If they blow it, if they're bad with money, then that's, something that we got to visit, and we got to get you some help, or we got to cut you off, or we got to, you know what I mean? But come on, man.
I'm assuming. I'm just gonna make an assumption that he probably got all his people out the projects. You know what I mean? They not living destitute.
Right.
But am I paying you a salary for being my family member? Do I pay an annual salary to my family just so, like, yo, they
People
still
pay
got it,
people pay annual salaries to less.
bro. So you just pretty much, you're just spending money, putting out money for people that, so they don't have to work, they don't have to do anything, they don't have to try to do anything.
$5,000, $10,000 is not retiring anybody. It's not retiring anybody.
No, okay.
It's making their life a little
no.
smoother.
Okay, but based on what he said, right?
Mm-hmm.
He came up. He was talking about a proposal,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And what happens if you give that money and it doesn't work out? What do you do after that? Do
Yo,
you
so
still
what
you,
happened
you
with
still
that
you
money?
still you still should give that dude more money?
No.
Just because he's your family member?
Listen, he come to you. First of all, I would have that plan in place. He's going to my dude. Listen, no. Let's enjoy this time. Speak to my mother about it, and we'll make sure that you get taken care of. You know what I mean? Let's hear your plan out. Let's let's just try to hear, like, do you just want something, or do you really want to start this business? If you want to start this business for real, let me help you. Let me get you in places with people that can help you start this business properly. If you just want some money to trick off, if you just a regular, 9-to-5 cat, and you want a new car, or you want you want to remodel your kitchen, you want to do something like that, that's a gift. Yo, I might not be able to see you this year. Yo, next year, I got you. Next year when we sit here, I'll have a check for you for $10,000. You can redo your kitchen, $20,000, whatever you're gonna give them. It's not just like tricking off or whatever, but I just feel like in that case, if you're making it so awkward that they got to come up with a cockamamie plan to just try to like impress you and to try to like almost scam you out of this money, there's a disconnect there. And you're not approachable. And as a family member, you should feel like that's a little weird.
Yeah, bro. I don't.
Maybe because I got that. Because I'm a first generation born here, in my family. You know what I mean? And I kind of look at it like my
you
family.
gotta take care of everybody.
My family, I wouldn't be born here if it wasn't for people looking out. My grandfather on my mother's side came here first. He came over here on like a work visa, so he had the plug. So he sent for my mom after. My mom sent for my dad after. So boom, I'm born here. Now they're sending for their brothers and sisters. They could just be like, yo, I'm here. Let me get my money up and just forget about the other people. But nah, and visas cost money. They have to put a little bit money on the side while they're living to try to get everybody over here. It's not fly. Yo,
let me ask you a question.
If they were the only people over here and there were still people over there struggling, they wouldn't be able to enjoy.
Are they
their life
bringing
here.
second cousins and shit like that over?
Eventually, yeah.
Yo,
Eventually, everybody's here.
The goal is to bring every family member over to America.
Who wants to come to America? And those that want to stay there, they should be able to go to school and they should be able to do what they need to do. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
I feel like, and people come here, they stay with people. I feel like people from other races do it naturally. Like Hispanics do a great job at it, I feel like, I'm not in their household, but you see when you go to some people's homes, they're multi-generations of family living there.
Hold on.
Close.
We outside, man.
Yeah,
we
we're
outside.
yeah.
Man.
So people will come, stay for a little while, get on their feet, and then go. You know what I mean? A lot of people do that.
I
So
understand.
why not?
I feel like that's a different situation.
All right.
When you're on a certain financial level, once you open up that door, it'll be damn near impossible to close it, especially if you open the door to the wrong people. Even if it's family, just because you're family, it shouldn't be like you get whatever you want. Right? Like I think he might have a baseline of just, let's say, trick off money, where it's like, all right, everybody get out the projects, everybody got some mode of transportation, they got a decent living situation, right? We all taken care there, right? But when it comes down to like some extra shit, because all right, if I pay for you to get out the jacks, right?
Yeah.
I got you a crib. Y'all got family cribs or whatever where y'all live in a crib. Y'all got modes of transportation. I kind of did my part, right? Okay. Even if I'm supposedly a billionaire or whatever, at least I did that. Do I got to keep it on? Now, there's going to be some people that is good enough for them, right? And there's going to be some people that, even though they got that, they like, yo, that's rich for me now. You got a crib. I don't got to work. He paid off the crib. I don't got to work. I ain't got to do nothing, right?
Yeah.
So do I keep giving them money? Do I float them forever?
Nah, you don't float them forever. Like, they got to stand on their own too, but.
My immediate family, I do that. I float my mom.
Yeah.
I float my father. I float my brother. My sisters and all that stuff like that. But then when it comes down to like every cousin and shit like that, nah.
Cousins your age and everything like that, I'm
not floating
large
them.
families.
You gonna float them for life?
$4,800 for Jay-Z is not necessarily. It's not floating them for.
That's
for,
what I'm saying.
for
All I'm
$4,800
saying is that it don't stop at the $4,800 though. When you open up the door, it don't stop at the $4,800. And I think that's where. All right. Now, he did speak about. All right, yo, you kind of you don't believe in my dreams and this, that, and the third, right? If I'm a serious business guy, and I've done it all, not all, but I've done most of it. I've done way bigger levels of business than you've done.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you got to come to me correct.
Right.
You can't just say, yo, let me get this. I got to.
What's correct?
You probably would have to have a business plan. Like, yo, just because I'm your relative is not, you know what I mean? And
what if you came to him super raw? Like, listen, I want to do better for myself. I want to.
What do you want
to
do?
Live like you, but I want to be in a position. You know what I mean?
What is your plan?
I want to live better.
What is your plan? That would be my first.
My plan is that you're my cousin. That's my plan, dog. What you got for me?
That's not a viable plan.
Let me do something. Let me take the kids to school. Let me do something, nigga. God damn. Help me, nigga. Help me. God damn, this nigga's super up, man. You watch niggas on the TV and the magazines and all that. Like, nigga, we let you get through the Hard Knock Life, Blueprint, all that. But, nigga, you chilling now, nigga. Help me.
Bro.
And I feel like the real disconnect there, if they have to come up with a cockamamie plan to even talk to you about money. Like, it's almost like you're living in a glass house with your own family.
You saying they're trying to come up with a cockamamie plan to get money.
Yeah.
Let's just say they do have an idea. Right?
Okay.
And it's not just a play to try to get some bread. That would be stupid anyway. I wouldn't give that money just because if you were trying to get $4,800 out of me and I'm supposed to be a billionaire, bro, you think small. You think small. I might even give you the $4,800 just for you to leave me alone. If you want that money, and again, like the way I do shit, once I give you that $4,800 and nothing pans out or you didn't do nothing you say you were gonna do.
Yeah.
You done that the $4,800.
So let's do a little role playing here. You're Jay-Z. I'm his cousin. We at the we at grandma house, yo. Over there, Thanksgiving. We just finished, busting out a plate. You watching the Lions play. Everybody's chilling. Everybody's full. You know what I mean? Yo, the family's good. Yo, I see you. Wifey on tour. Everything's good. You know what I mean? Yo, I'm working. Everything is good. Yo, I got the crib. You know what I mean? He congratulated me and all that. Yo, thinking about putting a little pool back there, man. Yo, you think you can help me out with that, man? You think you got 50 for me? That's crazy. that's a terrible thing to ask your $1 billion cousin. Like, yo, I'm a working man. I'm making money. Yo, can you get help? You know what I mean? Like, yo, can I have something nice?
Yo, it's crazy.
Can I have you're Jay-Z. Cuz, can I have $50,000 to put a pool in my backyard, yo, so I can just live a little nice? I will put your face on the bottom of the pool, nigga, in the tile. Like, what like can I get $50,000?
You got it.
All right.
You got it.
Is that easy?
No, you got it. Yeah.
So what's wrong with giving $4,800 with a nigga with no plan? If I'm asking for 50, how?
No,
just
but
how?
this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm gonna say.
Go.
You get that 50. Now, mind you, you come with something like really solid, or you come with a plan like, yo, I could use that 50 to make more money.
Yeah.
You could probably get more money. You're done at that 50. To get 50,000 for me,
life, I'm done for life.
You're done
for life.
You got what you asked for.
I can't come back in 5 years and ask for something else. $50,000 every 5 years is light. Come on now. Yo,
you sound
I'm good
crazy
for 5
now.
years, yo. I can't
crazy.
get that. Yo, things
every
come.
5 years give you 50,000?
It's nothing.
Yo, I brought you that pool, bro.
I appreciate it. Yeah, that shit is nice too, yo.
It's nice, right?
You gotta come for a swim sometime. Bring the babies
Got you.
over.
I got you.
You know what I mean? They can spend the summer.
I got
Select
16 pools in my crib.
Yeah, exactly.
I know that. Yeah,
Thank you, bro.
yeah.
Thank you, cuz.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yo, I can't ask for something else later. You're the cut. You should want to do that for me.
You should want to do something too in order to continue to make money or make money with
I'm
me.
standing on my own. I can't. I don't want to bother you,
bro. I would never. If I was in the cousin's shoes, I would never even ask that for that money. I would ask for.
So you wouldn't ask for what money? You wouldn't ask. For
I would ask for
$50,000 for the
no.
for the
I would
pool? You
ask
ask
to
for a job.
Yeah, I would ask to work with him.
Okay.
I will ask for an opportunity to get money with him.
See, I would feel like that's overstepping your.
That's overstepping your bounds.
I feel like that's overstepping your bounds. I feel like he'd rather just give you that money, get you out of his hair, than having to like, yo, okay, let me find somewhere to do. But like, nigga, he's busy too. You know what I mean? So now he got to work on the ground floor to find you a mailroom job, to find you something to do. You know what I mean? Yo, let me just keep on doing what I'm doing in my regular life. But yo, just lace me, nigga.
Yo, bro, that sounds crazy.
Help me, nigga. Help.
That's crazy.
Help me.
Crazy.
Nah, man.
You
the regular guy gets overlooked, man, too much, yo.
Bro.
Average Joe, man.
Average Joes, they work hard, right?
Yeah, man.
Show some more initiative. Show some more initiative. Yo, bro, you got an opportunity.
My initiative is Jay-Z's my cousin. I'm telling everybody, yo. Like, nigga, I ain't bootlegging none of your CDs ever. Whenever I seen my friends bootlegging your CDs, I threw that shit away. You know what I mean?
Bro.
I ain't do nothing there. A mailroom job. Shout out to Cool.
Yo, man, put a real play together. Try to work alongside.
I feel like that's what they don't respect. They don't respect when you try to like fake business. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not
yo,
talking
just
about
tell
no
me
fake
what
business.
you need to do to get me out of your hair, yo.
Yo, I ain't talking about no fake business.
Like, yo, this liquor store up the block, they want to sell Douce. Yo, give me like 5 cases. Let me sell it. Like, what do you want me to do here? Like, what do you want to do? Like, yo, just help me. Just give me the money. Let me get out your hair, nigga.
You know,
cut the check,
bro. The industry, all that shit is composed of niggas that found their little spot and they played the role and they maneuvered, right? It's niggas that probably make great money now that started as interns, doing internship. You understand what I'm saying? If you can get, if you have the
it's too late for me, man. It's too late.
If you have the inside, if you have an inside track, right?
Yeah.
To somebody like Jay-Z,
yeah,
right, and you could go in and show some value,
yeah,
that shit is worth more than $50,000.
That's amazing. Look how he put Emery on, and look how he put certain people on. But everybody ain't got that. Some people live their regular life, and some people don't.
Exactly.
And we know, like, yo, it's easier to pay people to go away.
No,
than to
yeah,
put everybody
but you're not gonna keep getting money, yo. You get like, yo, those people that are not on that level, they get the 5,000s, they get the 50,000s, and then the niggas that's really like, yo, I'm really bringing something. I'm bringing situations to the table, or I'm willing to do whatever.
Yeah.
I want to work my way. I want to earn, a spot on a team. Right. Those are the ones that get to that next level.
Let's do it again. Let's do the role playing again. Yo, Jigga man, yo, I just bought this new crib, man. Yo, this mortgage kicking my ass, yo. You could pay that shit off for me?
Yo,
asking a nigga to pay up your mortgage is a lot.
Yo, bro,
he's Jay-Z.
The
son.
audacity of it.
You
of it, bro.
Jay-Z's my cousin, nigga.
Bro,
I don't know, man. I feel like niggas should just help, yo. Help me, man. Help me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't asking for the range. I ain't asking for nothing. It's an appreciating asset, man. I'm good. It's gonna raise the property value up. It's a smart ask. Yo, when I refinance, yo, I'll break you off a little something back. I'm not asking. That's the thing. I'm not asking to borrow shit. I'm asking for the money. That's the difference between me and this cousin. I'm not paying that shit back, nigga. You're my cousin, nigga. Give me the money, nigga. I seen the way you spend. I seen what you pulled up in, nigga. You smell good. You look good, nigga. Your hair good, nigga. Send that, nigga. Send that check, nigga. Come on now. I'm being stingy, man. Look at Kobe Bryant. God rest his soul, man. Nigga had his mom selling his fucking memorabilia out the attic, yo.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, man, because, they had a little differences with the way he thought that they should be living.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna say he cut them off, but I think he pulled back on them financially. You know, and she went up in the attic and started, you know, like, fuck it, like, we gonna sell these trophies, nigga. And he took offense to it. But yo, take care of your peoples.
It sounded like he was taking care of his people, and they were getting kind of out of hand. And this is what I'm trying to say.
Entitlement of broke people.
No,
broke
that's
people entitled.
When people feel entitled,
Yeah.
they make statements like that.
Mhm.
Like, you my cousin, yo,
I'm entitled,
pay,
nigga. I don't go
yo,
fuck, nigga.
bro.
Yo, this nigga rich. Nigga, we bust down plates of Chinese food all the time. Like, nigga,
Bro.
nigga, I taught you how to shoot a basketball, nigga. Pay
And
me
no,
for that,
no,
nigga.
that
I let you ride my bike in 3rd grade, nigga.
You got that's you. Then you my right hand man. You rolling with me, right? You
Yeah,
there?
but nigga, I carve my own route, man. Like
You not talking. See, that's the thing. You're not talking about carving your own route. You talking about just.
I'm talking about a gift.
You talking about
Like, I'm good either way. I'll be better if you look out. Make life better for everybody. Your life good too, right? Yo, where does nepotism stop? LeBron James' son, you know, he had the surgery for his heart. Everything is good, but before that, he's at USC. He's getting, you know, NIL deals for all types of, you know, things like that off of LeBron James' name. You know what I mean?
he put in some work too. It's not like he's a super slouch, bro.
Okay.
He put in some work. Now, and this is what I'm saying. If you put in a little work, that separates you from that other relative that doesn't do anything, that's just asking for money.
If you're Jay-Z, do your kids ever have to work? If you are Jay-Z, do your kids ever have to work?
I would want them to.
You will want them to work.
I would want them to learn something or be active at something, not just sit there and, you know what I mean?
They're not sitting there. They spending your money, nigga. They can't sitting, nigga. We going Louis, Gucci, Fendi, Prada.
We
Go,
better
nigga.
than that.
Range,
We better than
come on
that,
now.
bro.
Get that jewelry. You know what I
We
mean?
better
Every
than
once in a
that.
while, you throw me a little movie. You know what I mean? You get me in the spot. You know what I mean? Like, look at Jordan's sons. Look at the one one they dating Pippen. He don't do shit.
You don't know what he does.
You damn right I don't know what he do.
He might-
He don't
he-
do shit.
He might have some type
He
of
had like a
gig.
sneaker store or some shit like that.
Okay. All right. And he's probably reaping the benefits because he's
My
a
daddy's
son. He's a
rich,
son.
nigga. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But
So his cousin.
if I'm your father, right? And I don't inspire you, and I'm Jordan, and I don't inspire you to be something greater than that, then when I die, or I gotta pass on something like a team or something like that that's billions of dollars or hundreds of millions of dollars, it's not going to you, bro.
Oh, you foul.
How can I trust you in that? Like, yo,
I knew that this was a good topic. I knew you.
No.
You foul, yo.
No.
Come on now.
If you had the opportunity to show, like, yo, Dad, I want to be part of the family business, or I want to follow in your footsteps.
Yeah.
All right. When I need to pass the torch, I'll pass the torch to you. But if you don't want to do nothing, right? All right. Case in point, about the same guy that I was talking about, right? He has a boating supply company, right? And his kids are like trust fund kids.
Okay.
And I think one kid lives in the guest house, like on some Hillary Bank shit.
Yeah, chilling.
And the
Well,
other
he
one
sure.
doesn't. They don't do much.
Good life.
Pass the business to like a one of the other daughter's husband or something like that.
Right.
Like pick somebody else.
Someone who wanted to do it.
who wanted to do it. You understand what I'm saying? And that's
Yeah.
what's gonna
Capable of
happen.
doing it,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You can't take everything that you built and give it to your kids to fucking flush it down the toilet. Like, yo, bro, you had like, yo, you got first dibs on all this.
Okay.
And you're not inspired enough to want to jump in and be like, yo, I want to get down.
But you're the same person that's talking about trading time for money and you trying to work less and all that. So why would you volunteer to put your kids in the workforce? Like, why don't you just let them enjoy their life, travel, see the world, be a philanthropist, help people, find their purpose somewhere? You know
No,
what I mean?
they can do that. I'm talking about when it's time to pass over the business.
Yeah.
All right, you never wanted to work in the business, right?
Mhm.
So if I'm CEO, my CFO who's not related to me, I might have to pass it to him. He might have to take the reins. It might go past
Sell it
you.
to him. He ain't
Now,
passing shit.
now as a family, if I pass away, you guys have some control.
Yeah.
You know, some say so. But yo, I can't
You find
Trust
that
you.
nigga selling that shit.
trust you to take over the business and run it because you're running into the ground. You don't know nothing. You didn't want to come in and learn.
Hey, we really disagree, man. I know, like, if El Cheapo wins the lotto, I know I ain't getting shit. Thanks a lot.
Oh no. If I win the lotto, I
Cause I'm asking, nigga. I'm like, yo, Ron, I need this, I need that, I need that, I need that.
no
I'm telling
the
you.
same way. No. The same. No. Everybody kids college is paid
I'm talking about
straight
me,
off top.
nigga.
No.
Fuck the kids, nigga.
And all
What I
the
need,
homies,
nigga.
we gonna vacation first.
Yeah,
we gonna
talk
go
about
to
it.
we gonna shop. We gonna buy whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then once the dust
We
clears,
getting everything you got?
yeah.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
all right, good.
And when the dust clears,
You hear that super, right? You hear that?
whoever is talking that talk, like, yo, let's take this to another level. Let's do this. Let's try to build on whatever.
Yeah.
Then those are the people that we rolling
Give
with.
me $4,800. Let me flip it to 2.5. Gotcha. That's all you gonna hear, nigga. Nigga, the door's open for all them bullshit fucking business plans. You know what I mean? We start a sneaker cleaning company. You know what I mean?
All right, where
What
we
else
go with
got,
that?
man? Let's stay with Hov, man. Hov and Beyonce, yo.
Okay.
Must have been a slow week, man. They bothering Hov this week.
This is nothing compared to what you've done. And not only me, but everybody here. You taught me so many things. I was 20 years old when we first started dating. You taught me how to be a woman. You taught me how to live. You taught me how to be a friend. You've given me so much in life. And this is not enough. It's not enough I can give you. I just want you to be happy. And every year, I'm just even more in love with you. And I want to spend every day of my life with you. Happy birthday. And I thank God for you every day.
Yeah. She sound so sincere.
Yeah, that's heartfelt.
So she sounded like she was about to cry.
But the man haters had a big problem with that.
What they feel about that?
They felt like Jay-Z groomed her. They took offense to the point that she was like he made her into a woman. They keep bringing up the age difference, which is 12 years, you know.
Okay.
And they're harping on that she was 20. So when she was 20, I guess he was 32. So they're just saying that, you know, he groomed her and she almost sounds brainwashed. You know what I mean? And that's a real man-hating way to look at that clip.
So you don't agree with anything that they're saying?
I don't agree with anything. I feel like that's a.
What
I know people with. I can't say 12 years, but with like large gaps between the husband and the wife, and yeah, I mean we can't discount that with an age difference comes with a little bit of experience, and you are gonna fast track your younger wife along a lot faster. You know?
So what do you consider grooming?
Grooming is when you are. Well, I think grooming to me is with someone underage, where you're not necessarily making advances to them, but you're letting them know like when it's time, you're mine. You know what I mean? Almost like Belly. DMX and the
Yeah,
young shorty.
with the 16-year-old.
Yeah. I mean, they were doing sexual things, but if it didn't come to that, he was hanging with her, spending time, spending money on her. I'm like your boyfriend because I'm too old, but like when I get to, when we get to that point, it's like almost like preparing an underage person for a relationship when they become of age. Almost like how they were doing with like Kylie Jenner and with the Bad Bunny girl. When they were underage, it was almost like a countdown clock to when they became of age for men to start dealing with them.
So you redshirt.
It's a little, yeah, absolutely, yeah. It's a little creepy and it's manipulative.
But Beyonce,
But I don't
she
think
said
it's
she
illegal.
was 20.
She was 20, yeah. It's definitely a stretch. It's definitely a reach to be like Jay-Z was grooming her. But if you look at the results, he definitely, I don't think groom is the word, but he definitely put her on to a lot of things.
Like what?
Business, influence.
A lot of people would say she was well on her way anyway. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people feel like they helped each other. But I don't think they realize that at a certain time, there was a time where Hov was probably a lot bigger than Beyonce. And people forget. They forget. But I think that they feel like she just gave him too much credit. Too much credit. And if you watch that and you listen to it, it's like, how could you not be like, like she really loves him?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
it didn't seem like nothing, like she was being manipulated or anything like that. That sounded like that was coming from her soul. Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
how she really felt. Like,
Yeah.
like it was admiration.
Yeah.
It was love. It was caring. Like,
What did she say? She said she told him how to be a woman, how to be a better friend, how to enjoy life, stuff like that. And that's stuff like even without the age difference, we do that for the people that we're with. Like our wives, like we give them advice. We bounce ideas off of them.
yeah.
When they're slacking, we tell them that they're slacking. Go do this. You should call this friend. I saw the gram that this friend is kind of struggling with a death of a family member. You should reach out to her. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. That's what people who love each other and who are in a household and in a loving relationship, that's what they do to each other. And it's vice versa. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
People are going up in arms about it, but it's his birthday, so it's just her talking.
Absolutely.
I figured that if he was talking also, he would say something equally as loving and caring about her.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a balance, bro. I just think we live in this day and age where it's like women being vulnerable is not cool. Like they want to
it's
be
crazy.
tough. It's
Yeah.
like, yo, you can't be vulnerable. No, specifically for a man.
Yeah.
If you're vulnerable and you say how much you love your man,
Especially a powerful woman.
yeah, it's like, yo, what? You're the one that inspires us to be independent and be business women and get our money or whatever because you got your money up and all that. And you saying you really love this dude and you give mad credit to this dude.
Yeah.
We do it for ourselves. We do it by ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? And bro,
My wife would never say those things to me though.
no,
I'm too much of an asshole. Like she would be like, I can't. I would never because you'll throw it in my face. You know what I mean? Like the first, argument or disagreement.
would you?
Yeah, I definitely would. I definitely would. She can't. You know what I mean? I know she feels like that, but I'm just too much of a dick, yo. Like she could never. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, you on my dick, yo. Get over. Relax. Relax. Like, you know what I mean? But nah. beautiful words from a wife to a husband. Young wife. This is young in their relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hov ain't even have his dreads yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think young couples and young people should inspire. I feel like men should inspire to be that light for their wives, and I feel like wives should really take a step back and understand what a good man's influence is for you. Because groom also means it's a bridegroom. It's what we're called when we're you know, up there at the altar. You know what I mean? So there is a certain level of presumed influence that we are gonna have in her life for the rest of her life. You know what I mean? And we say it all the time. Her father walks her up the aisle and gives her to us. So now she's under our covering. So it's up to us to finish the job, right?
Yeah, man. I'm just thinking about how contradictory women are, bro. It's like they want.
It's cool to hate, man.
Yo, it is, bro, because it's like,
It's fashionable.
men can't lead.
In fashion.
These will be the same women that'll be in the comment section. Oh, men are not leaders. This, that, and the third. And evidently, one of the most influential women in the United, well, in the world, right? She's giving kudos to her husband.
He's telling you,
and he's led her, you know, and he's influenced her, and she's influenced mad people already, right? And he influences her, and these women will say that they're looking for a leader, they're looking for a certain type of man, but then they'll bash her for commending him being a great leader, showing leadership, and great skills as a man, as a husband, as just the man in her life, right?
Yeah.
And it's just weird, but you know, you got to expect that from women, man. They want it both ways. They want it both ways.
And the thing with women help men, they soften up our edges. Like, listen, even with Jay-Z and Beyonce, we could say all those things that where Jay-Z helped Beyonce, but Beyonce helped Jay-Z too. Like, Beyonce is the personality in their you know, group. Like, it's not a coincidence that after Jay left, you know, Dame, their business partnership, he almost started a business partnership with Beyonce, where she became the vocal and the artistic person and the person in the spotlight in their, you know, union and all that. And yeah, women, you know, soften up the edges. Look at even with the NFL with Travis Kelce, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're up in arms now because they're saying that the girl that he was with, the black girl, you know, she gave him all his swag, you know what I mean? And she got him to this point where now he's marketable. Now he's in commercials and he's doing everything, and now he got that, you know, that white queen on his arm, you know what I mean? And now the black girls are in a tad bit of an uproar because of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's just the same thing of that. Like, they're trying to take it away, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I think it's cool to play sides, and trust me, the men do it too. Men, listen, we say it. You weren't with us shooting it in the gym. We know that you weren't in the gym shooting with us, but you prepared that meal, you got the clothes ready, you got us up, you set the alarm clock for us to get up and go to that gym and took care of the business while we were in the gym shooting. So, yeah. You know, it's just a talking point. You know what I mean? It gets a talking point. I feel like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
All right.
But I think it's fly to, you know, be able to say that. And I'm glad that that clip resurfaced, because I feel like people who are in happy relationships got to see that, yo, it's cool to feel that way about who you with, you know what I mean? Yeah. That was fly.
Yeah. All right. Where we going?
Whatever. Let's just go wild card. What we got?
Let me see. You want to go with this?
Let's go.
being a buck. Any girl who says that she doesn't desire at some point a dick in her mouth and a dick in her pussy, unless she's just a straight lesbian, like that's a desirable pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Two stallions. I'm just like, God damn. I'm gonna speak for myself. It's a desirable pleasure. Come on, we being a buck. Any girl who says that she doesn't desire at some point a dick in her mouth and a dick in her pussy, unless she's just a straight lesbian, like that's a desirable pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Two stallions. I'm just like, God damn. I'm gonna speak for myself. It's a desirable pleasure. Come on, we being a buck. Any girl who says that.
Inflation, yo.
Oh man. So let me because I want to look at some of the comments because we don't have a woman here with us, right? Yeah. So when you look at the
keep that shit to yourself, yo. You trying to get spit roasted, but that's not the first time we've heard that. Didn't Cheryl Lee Ralph have that for her 50th birthday? I think we spoke about it.
That was.
They might throw Cheryl Lee under the bus.
Hold on, that was AJ Johnson.
AJ Johnson, pardon me.
AJ Johnson.
Yeah, sorry, Cheryl Lee Ralph.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said that was, listen, people have their thing, you know what I mean? People have their sexual fantasies and all that, but shit, to go and say it on national TV, you going for it, mama.
So let me look at some of the comments, right? And it says, on the comments, it says, Do M3 Baby says, many women want this. She's not lying, right? Unlucky Libra. So it's just me and her. That shit is amazing. Fuck what I heard. Don't knock it till you tried it. All right. And Fresh Weirdo Tattoos, which is a dude, he says, nothing wrong with desiring certain things, but I caution you on acting on this. No respectable real man will respect wife up a woman that wants trains ran on him. Imagine calling a woman respectable after getting gunned down by two niggas by complaining about a dude cheating. Y'all are straight comedy.
Yeah, man.
Willie's World 7. Women who watch too much porn. I just read about this in a book of how porn destroys men and women's minds, leads to sin and other shit.
Yeah, that shit sounds sinful, boy.
Well, it's sex, man. It's a little extra on top. Well, side to, and back and front, not, top, back and the front.
Yeah, and bust the market.
But
you like them chickens in the back.
Do you agree with? You think most women want to? They fantasize about this.
I've never heard a woman vocalize that. I've never heard a woman say that. So,
do you think most women just won't say it? They may.
I can't call it. I think more women fantasize of being with a girl than being with two men. Honestly, you know what I mean. But this is just me as a man talking. Maybe that's just a talking point. Like maybe that's just something that they just say to like men to try to make it. You know what I mean. But nah, you don't hear about the train too much. The train is kind of like that's kind of whore behavior. That's kind of like your.
Well,
it ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. That's almost like, yo, listen, you don't mean anything to me. So good or bad, like, you know what I mean? Let the homies hit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. But I think that's the reason why a lot of women, if they do feel like that, I'm not sure if a lot of women feel that way or not, but they wouldn't say it because the way it's categorized, like you'll be labeled as a whore, as you know.
And let's
what
just
I mean?
say that you were in a relationship, right? and you propose that to your man, and your man says okay. So now that man is categorized as a cuck. If he does do it with the person, it's borderline homosexual. It's a lot of like.
How's it
taboo.
borderline homosexual?
It's too many. Like, yo, if you're in a relationship with a woman and you're bringing another dick in the room, like, it's kind of like, why? You know what I mean? Like, what are you getting out of it? I mean, even if you're just doing it for her, there's certain lines that you shouldn't cross. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially if you're okay with it, and then you're gonna like wake up next to her, make have breakfast and all that. And
No.
This is who you with. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of red flags that's going on with it. And honestly, I feel like a woman in a relationship,
No,
with
I don't
a
think
man, a woman in a relationship with a man who agrees to that will lose respect for that man after that act is done.
I believe that. Like, if a woman asks her man
He like,
for that in a relationship,
yeah, and
that's-
he agrees to it.
and he agrees to it,
Yeah.
No. First of all, like, I don't know. I probably would take it as disrespect if a chick asked me for that in a relationship. That would be it. That we wouldn't be in a relationship. I might even like, all right. And after this is done, we not together no more. That's it. It's over with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What if she what if you were dating a female and she sticks the dildo to the wall, and while you're hitting it from the back, she just starts sucking the dildo?
I wouldn't be yo, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's like, I think women, because you got to think about it. Like, if a woman likes giving oral, right, and she likes being penetrated, she may like doing it at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just it's like the negative connotation of, getting a train ran on you. You understand what I'm saying?
It's the train, yeah. Niggas just using you up. You for the streets. You know what I mean? It ain't no fun if the homies can't have nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then who do you call for that? Do you call a friend? Do you call somebody? Or does she have someone in mind? So now you have prospects of another dick in the relationship? Like, what's happening here? Like, what's going on here?
I really agree with what the dude said as far as like porn and shit like that. I think the whole ideology of threesomes and trains, we've been influenced by them. Because
Trains been ran before porn. Niggas been running trains way before porn.
you think so?
Yeah, I mean, before people were actively watching porn, people been getting trains ran on them. Men run trains on low-level women, trash women, women that are just for the streets, women that no one cares about, women that are easily discarded. Now, you're telling me that you have a fantasy to be a trash woman. You kind of not really wifey material to me.
No, I get what you're saying, but I think that it became it's not going to become respectable, but it became a little normalized based off of porn. Right? And music, because I remember what year, I think it was Pun and Joe, right? They started putting it into music.
Yeah, Trez, yeah.
They were putting that shit in music crazy.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
But they weren't talking about doing it with their wives. It's just groupie.
No,
groupie behavior,
whatever.
whatever.
All I'm saying is that this is where the influence comes from, where it's like, he's doing it or whatever like that. And then, of course, you are right when it's like, all right, as soon as you, like, if you a young dude and you figure, like, if a chick is willing to do that shit, you be like, yo, yeah, she's a whore. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. She for the streets. She's unattractive, or she's, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, fuck it. You know what I mean?
But that doesn't mean that women don't fantasize about it.
That part.
You know what I
women
mean?
got fantasies. I mean, and this is probably on a low level of women's fantasies. Like, people fantasize about different things, but to just put it out there like that is like that regular woman to thinking about that. I don't know.
The reason why it seems that clip seems so bad is because, well, she was talking as if like it sounded more like justification, like she already probably had a train ran on her.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
That part.
But I think a lot of things could even come through your head, come and go, but it's about if you act on it, right?
Right.
So
if we had a liberal woman here, a woman that agreed to that with that, and she asked you, why the double standard? Why is it a train as opposed to a threesome? What would you say?
I don't know what I would say. I think.
I think it is. I think it's like, you put I think it's a way to shame women, to not do it. Well, at the very base layer, if she becomes pregnant after that interaction,
exactly, yeah, that's
who's
yes,
the father, right? Like
exactly.
At the end of the day, like you still have repercussions, like that's the base layer, you know what I mean, of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, you multiply. You skipping steps on that fucking body count too.
Also, I want to speak to, right, the men that like, if you first of all, like, I can see maybe as a teenager, but as a grown man, if you still trying to run trains and shit like that, that shit is kind of weird to me. That shit is weird to me.
It is.
Like,
it is.
I have no desire to share a woman with another dude. No desire whatsoever.
Nah, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even if a woman, like, she was asking for that, I want both of y'all. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, I didn't even say. Like, someone gotta win.
Bro.
Like, yo, niggas can't go at the same time. Like, come on now,
bro. Like,
it's
like, as a dude, it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's me getting up in age where it's like, nah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so
yeah.
question. The same way she said that she feels like every woman desires to have a train ran on her. Does every man desire to have a threesome?
Not necessarily. I don't think. Nah, I wouldn't say that.
Cause I never really like, I want a threesome.
Yeah, I'm never.
That's
never a selling point to me neither.
Nah, not at all. You understand what I'm saying? So now,
if it happened, shit.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think we should get out of here. I want to go. Happily married, man.
All right. Let's go to whatchamacallit. Let's see.
I'm gonna ask with a man. A lot of women are taught how to protect ourselves from men.
We're gonna do Ocho Cinco and Terrell Owens.
When I was in college, they did not like me. I was skinny. I was strong. Right. I was teased from high school, even college. I got teased for being dark skinned. Damn, so they teased. My experiences with black women growing up wasn't so good. When I started dating white girls, my first experience with white girls was when I went to college. I tried to date some black girls when I was in college. They did not like me. I was skinny. I was strong. Right. I was teased from high school, even college. I got teased for being dark skinned. Damn, so they teased you, cuz? Yeah. So there was a lot of self-esteem issues. Right. No, I'm being dead honest. So when I got my opportunity, when my first experience with a white girl, I'm like, okay, it wasn't bad, but that wasn't. I just totally gravitated to white girls after that. Right. That wasn't the situation. So again, my experiences with black women growing up wasn't so good. So, but that still didn't deter me from still dating or pursuing black girls. Right. So my thing now is because I know there's the stigma, the stereotypical of athletes, to go off and make money, this and that, and date the opposite color, opposite race. But for me now, where I am, it's not even about color. It's not even about race. For me, it's about somebody that I have some chemistry with, good energy, and I get a good vibe with. That's where I am. Like I said, we all want somebody that's attractive. Right. You know what I mean? Aesthetics going to play a big part in it. Anybody that says, "Oh, well, I don't care what the person looks like," that's a lie. That's a lie. We all want somebody that we can roll over and wake up to. That's, you know what I mean, that looks pleasing to the eye. Everybody's experiences have been different. For me, when I grew up, I was in my high school pretty much is 50. I don't know what percentage black, white, but I lived in a black neighborhood. So at the end of the day, I attempted to date black girls. When I was younger, I wasn't as handsome as I am now. I didn't have this beautiful smile as I have now. You hit puberty. Right. I was a late bloomer. Yeah. And when I bloomed, boy, did I bloom.
What you think about what T.O. said?
I think it was incredibly honest and, vulnerable and eye-opening, you know what I mean? But I feel like that is the experience that most college athletes go through, and why most athletes end up with white women, because they go off to these schools. If they go to a predominantly white school, that's who's around. That they're with. Unless you're laser focused on dating a black girl, there are more white women at school. Like a lot of my friends who went to college dated white women, you know what I mean? Even if they didn't end up marrying them, if they went to like a school, they came home and they had a little white girl on their arm. There's nothing wrong with that. Most men gravitate to places where they have success,
Mm-hmm.
If you're doing good over there, you might as well rock over there.
But what do you think about what he said when he was speaking about when he was growing up in high school, and black chicks used to talk about his complexion and all that? Yeah. Because he's saying not just based on him going to college, that was the demographic that was there. He was saying like he tried to date black girls, but they just wasn't feeling them. I think I've heard this story time and time again, where black women are, generally speaking, right? There's a certain aesthetic that black girls, black chicks, black women gravitate to.
Yeah.
Right? And some dudes, they don't got the swag. They don't have the look. And now back then he wasn't T.O. star football player.
Yeah, he said he was skinny, scrawny.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I could see where the black chick is like not fucking with him, but then, the white girl would give that, somewhat, I'm not going to say corny, but somewhat a little corny black kid a shot. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, I'm going to go where I'm celebrated, not where I'm tolerated.
Well, if I could add this to the conversation, where he's getting success with the white girl as opposed to the black girl, is it more like I'm not going to say like a fetish, but we could put that on the table, but is it more like a taboo kind of thing too? Young women like to do things that they really not supposed to do. So
it don't even matter what it is at that point.
Are black guys to white girls the bad boys and the drug dealers to black girls? So like young black women like dudes that's kind of living like a fast life. Mm-hmm. So you got to kind of like put on that little front that you want step like you want put out the game, one out. You at least got to kind of play like you got like a little swag or like you can do a little something, right?
Yeah, like you got some edge to you,
right? Is it easier to fool a white girl?
I believe so, and in some instances you don't even got to fool them, right?
Yeah,
because It might be the taboo thing. It might be
my dad would kill me if I knew I was doing this.
Yeah.
You know
But then they'll date. They'll date Ethan, black dude named Ethan or something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where the black chicks, they not checking for Ethan. Ethan to them is a cornball.
Yeah.
But Sarah's like, he's all right.
Yeah.
And it don't even have to be no baddie white girl.
Yeah.
It could be like, she might be
Plain
a little
old Sarah.
Yeah, plain old Sarah, and she gave him a shot. Or whatever.
Right.
And then, it was crazy is that when it comes to dating, especially when you're young, you could make somebody hot, or somebody could make you hot. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, once you get the foot in the door with the right girl, you in there.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I've seen certain I watched Kendra D one day, and she was trying to get this black dude a date. Okay. And the dude, he had a crazy job or whatever. He's like an astrophysicist or something like that.
All right.
And he made great money and all that, but he was a little corny.
Yeah.
And they were dissing the shit out of him. And they saying they looking for a man, they looking for a husband. The dude makes great money, educated dude.
Yeah.
Decent looking guy, but they were shitting on him because he was like, the chick that was on there with him that they were trying to hook up with her, he's like, he's kind of corny.
Right.
But that dude will be like, Sarah, that works. That's another astrophysicist, or another white girl, a hot white girl, be like, what do you do for a living? I'm gonna take him. I'll take him.
So that's your question. Is the black guy that's the astrophysicist, what kind of girls is he looking for? Is he kind of looking for the girls that would want to date an astrophysicist? Like, where are the other black female astrophysicists? And that's the thing. Guys, always want to, same way women are hypergamous.
Yeah,
guys kind of want hypergamy in the looks value wise. You know what I mean? Like, they kind of want that aesthetic of that girl that would date a drug dealer or date that. That's the popping. Because there's plenty of black girls that get overlooked too. Same way black guys have that story, black girls have that story too. You know what I mean? That girl that stays in her frame, doesn't get her hair done with the thing, and doesn't get her nails done. She's in her books. She's on her purpose. You know what I mean? She gets overlooked by those guys too. In a perfect world, they would just find each other and live a great life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. In a perfect world, yeah.
You know what I mean? But he takes the rejection that he's getting from the black girl that he wants. He's internalizing it. Now he's putting it on all black girls, still overlooking that black girl. And he's going to the white girl. People are people. You go to who you like.
I ain't gonna lie to you, but I feel like it's a difference between men and women. I think the rejection that a man gets is way different than the rejection that a woman gets.
I don't know. I've never been a woman, but
Yo.
women have the pick of the litter. I think. All right.
Women do have.
We have a podcast, right?
Yeah.
We have a podcast, right? And we're growing. Our success has been, you know what I mean? Like, we're growing incrementally, right? What if you were a female and this was like an OnlyFans page and no one was really watching? You would feel like shit, right? If you were busting your pussy open and doing shit, you know what I mean? It's
all right.
like,
So
it's a different scale.
No. I believe, right? And this is what I was going to say. I'm glad you said that, because when it comes down to women and sexuality, there's gonna be eyeballs. There's gonna be somebody that's gonna sort.
But what if there's not?
I will guarantee you. There is a BBW OnlyFans chick that is caking.
Right. Yeah.
That has a fan base that is faithful to her. Right now, this is normally what happens. Like, and this is what women need to realize. Right, is that if you let's just say, right, you meet a guy and he kicks it with you, right, and let's just say he in it to like have a good time. He might want to have sex or whatever, but he don't really want nothing serious, right? Now, I'm not saying you should spread for every Tom, Dick, and Harry, but if you were to sleep with him, right, and sex is good, and then he's like, yo, sex is good. Like, we're sleeping together on a regular basis now. But then now I see that, yo, this chick is cool. She's cool as shit, right?
Yeah.
You can get in there. Like, as a woman, you can land that guy. Like, you have an in, right?
Yeah.
Whereas, like, men, they get cut off straight. Like, if a chick does not want to have sex with them, it's done, right?
Yeah.
Even a chick that doesn't, like, I'm not really I don't get my hair done every other week or get my nails done or whatever. I'm focusing on my career.
Yeah.
They can still find somebody to have sex with them, right? And if the sex is pretty good, and then it leads to, like, all right, we do more than just have sex.
But they don't want the dork either.
No.
You know what I mean?
This is what okay. Even if it's not the dork.
Yeah.
Right? Even if it's like a cool guy.
Yeah.
They still have the end. Because they could.
You think so? You think so?
You think dudes is turning you?
Too.
Huh?
A lot of dry females too.
No. Oh, that not having sex?
Yeah.
Can't get sex?
Can't get sex.
I don't think that. I think there's very few
I'm about to come
females
back
that
niggas was
can't have
saying
sex.
Yeah. You right.
Yo, bro.
Yeah.
Cause yo, bro, if you are a female and you don't even have to put everything into your looks. If you're a decent looking female, cute, decent looking, you know, you got a nice body. You don't gotta have fucking like like BBL look or whatever.
Yeah.
But
that's wild.
Yo, you got a good personality. You all right in bed and shit like that. You
Leave
up
that
your
dude.
chances of landing a man.
Yeah.
Boyfriend to husband. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But they have that entry, right? They're gonna get men that's gonna want to see every chick. I know every chick could probably find 5 men that would be willing to sleep with.
Now you upping it 5. I got you. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not saying every woman. I'm saying most.
Though, we always say women have access to sex.
Exactly.
Men have access to relationships.
And that access to sex,
yeah,
right, can get you to the point of like, no, we're not just having sex. Like, there have been women that have parlayed a sexual situation into a boyfriend to a husband, bro.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
It's like, yo, I was just fucking her at one time, and then we was kicking it.
Yeah.
Then I realized she was cool.
Yeah.
Then she became my girl. We moved in together, and now we married.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That happens.
Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah.
Like, but a dude, he don't even get the sex a lot of the times. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, you hearing the stats that talking about like the majority of men have 3 sexual partners in his whole life. You know what I mean?
Yo, bro.
Like, dudes out there ain't really like knocking them down. But you know,
there's like
you go where you're appreciated, man. You go where where you appreciate it. And in T.O.'s case, you know, he went to college and he got around, you know, women that appreciated his aesthetic, and he went to town.
And you got to take into account that I'm sorry to cut you,
no, go ahead.
but you got to take into account. It's like, yo, once you've already been calloused up, it's like, yo, I ain't fucking with
That's
them.
where I was gonna go. I'm glad that he didn't get calloused up, and he kind of just understood that, yo, that was just a phase in life.
I think he
Now
still
I'm up,
dates
now
white
he
women,
has to
though.
pick it a little. But now he says that it's all about. He's not really looking at that. He said he's
But I
attracted
think he's still
to
dating mostly white girls.
Yeah, listen, man. You go where you appreciate it, man. You go where you like, man. And I think that's why most athletes get that stigma. You know, they go to school around white, women, and that's kind of where they kind of hit their sexual peak, or they start having sex, and that's what they get into. You know what I mean? You go to who, you go with who likes you. You know what I mean? You don't really chase too much. You know, you try to go for the best version of who's, digging on you, but you go where you have success, man. You know what I mean? And you meet good people there. You know, I'm glad he came around, though, to where he could kind of, at least he's saying it, you know what I mean? At least he's not giving the wrong message like, yo, fellas, only go with the white girls. At least he's not bashing black women, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, yo, all right. It's harder to date black women.
Why?
Because you're dealing with a different black women are just a little harder on you.
Okay.
Than white women are.
Well, okay. Let's. But who's equipped to date black women? If it's not us, then who else?
Strong men. Yeah, whoever.
Like,
you know what I mean?
like, okay. If you,
they have their guard up more than most women. You know what I mean? I feel like
I get what you're saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you drive a car all your life and then somebody like, yo, go hop on that motorcycle, you don't really know how to ride. But it's the niggas that always roll money. They could whip it or whatever like that. You know, the dudes that have been in the environments with the black chicks, we are more equipped to date black women, right? Because we know what it comes with.
Yeah.
Somebody else.
You said he grew up in a black neighborhood.
No, yeah. But he's a different case. But I'm just saying, as far as talking about black women being difficult.
Yeah.
All right. If you want to call it difficult, we are the ones that are highly equipped to deal with that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we got to take that into account. And the same way, right? I said on the last show that women have to deal with the fact that, all right, black men are making less money or blacks in general are the lowest paid. They got to deal with that. Then we got to deal with that too.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, all right, it's a give and take. We might have to deal. They don't have to deal with less money. We might have to deal with somewhat difficult and, rough around the edges type of women sometimes.
Take it.
You know what I mean?
We'll take it.
It's a trade-off.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
All right. Damn, I don't even know if we really got anything else after that.
Maybe. We got that last one that it was like a maybe.
Okay.
I think we can bring the show home on that one.
Okay. I think it's this one. Harmonize, right?
Yeah.
Harmonize with a man. A lot of women are taught how to protect ourselves from men. We're taught how to not rely on a man. When we get older, we learn how to satisfy a man sexually. Whereas with you all are taught a lot about us when you're young. Boys are taught, don't hit girls, be nice to girls, don't go in a girl's purse, happy wife, happy life. There's all these little sayings that boys and men are always taught things about how to get along with women or how to treat a woman. But on the flip side, women are usually not taught anything about how to treat a man. We're just taught how to make sure we protect ourselves from you, how to not rely on you, and so that affects our family structures. It affects our children. Harmonize with a man. A lot of women are taught how to protect ourselves from men. We're taught how to not rely on a man. When we get older, we learn how to satisfy a man sexually. Whereas with you all are taught a lot about us when you're young. Boys are taught, don't hit girls, be nice to girls, don't go in a girl's purse, happy wife, happy life. There's all these little sayings that boys and men are always taught things about how to get along with women or how to treat a woman. But on the flip side, women are usually not taught anything about how to treat a man. We're just taught how to make sure we protect ourselves from you, how to not rely on you, and so that affects our family structures. It affects our children. Harmonize with a man. A lot of women are taught how to protect ourselves from men. We're taught how to not rely on a man. When we get older, we learn how to satisfy a man sexually. Whereas with you all are taught a lot about us when you're young. Boys are taught, don't hit girls, be nice to girls, don't go in a girl's purse, happy wife, happy life. There's all these little sayings that boys and men are always taught things about how to get along with women or how to treat a woman. But on the flip side, women are usually not taught anything about how to treat a man. We're just taught how to make sure we protect ourselves from you, how to not rely on you, and so that affects our family structures. It affects our children.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm beautiful.
All
Shout
right.
out to Simple Things, man. That should go ahead.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Simple Things.
Honestly, I feel like that's the perfect segue from what I said, where it's like a little harder to date black women, because I feel like that's exactly why. They have their guard up.
All right, let me read some comments on this one. It's from Nay Forever. I wasn't taught from my mother or my grandmother how to truly be there for the man, but I knew from my womb space that I wanted to provide a space, a safe haven space for my man to provide him with the respect as well as uplifting when it comes to his goals and things like that. I did this in my marriage. Vanis McCoy, I disagree. Submit, submit, submit. Be gentle, be his peace. The way to be a man's heart is through his stomach. Don't no man want to allow a woman. You have to learn how to be agreeable. You need to prove that you can follow his leadership before marriage. A man that finds a wife finds a good thing. You already need to be that good thing. There's definitely more I could add to this, but yes, women have been groomed to become spouses, wives since childhood. All right, let me see. Let me get one more, and we'll get into it. I've heard her speak before, and I wish she didn't speak in such generalities and would say this is her experience and the experience of the people she knows, because all the women I know were taught early on about the value of treating a man well and treating people well. And a boy learning not to hit a girl is not the same as learning to treat her well. So,
Yeah, like I was saying, I felt like this is the perfect segue from the last remark that I made, that it's harder to date a black woman because I feel like black women are on defense, and it's a certain thing that you either you have to prove yourself worthy to taking down that first shield of to take down that defense. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I've raised a adult daughter and I have a young daughter, and I really don't think I haven't done a good job of raising them to be a submissive wife one day. I kind of raised them to be independent.
You feel like it's your job to do that, though?
No, I don't. But, I guess, hearing this clip and stuff like that and looking at other cultures and the way that they raise their daughters, you hear that they raise their daughters to be wives.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm not raising my daughters to be wives. I'm raising my daughters to be good, independent people that will find somebody on her level, and then that person will prove themselves to her almost. You know what I mean? It's almost like you're building people with a certain threshold that if someone's going to come into her life, they have to meet that threshold above and beyond in order to be let in. Almost like a castle where you build like a gate and then you build like a moat around it.
Mm-hmm.
In order to invade that castle, you got to be able to get through all those defenses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of predators out there. There's a lot of people who want certain things. A lot of people who just want one thing. You know what I mean? So I feel like building them with those castles, with those calluses and with that defense kind of deters a lot of bullshit. A lot of people who aren't there for the right reason.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying, but most men are not. They don't have to deal with that. They don't have to, like, a lot of the times we raise our children, or specifically girls, based on our experiences, right? And we feel like it'll be fears that we have, right? Not that the actual kid has, right? And it's really not up to the guy to try to break down a bunch of barriers. You understand what I'm saying? Most men are just like, yeah, it's not worth the time. You know what I mean? And they keep it moving because it's
But the right man.
You could say the right man, but I think more or less a lot of women might miss out on the right man because they haven't. It's up to you to deal with your trauma, right? Or let's say like we're talking about women being harmonious with men, right? And it's like she said we've been taught to protect ourselves against men or don't trust men and all this other stuff like that. That's something you have to deal with. It's not really up to me to be like, now, you know, there's some men that will do that to try to get you like, yo, you could trust me. You could let me in and all that stuff like that. They'll take the time and they'll be very patient. It takes a specific type of man to do that.
We tell women, don't date at your house. Don't, you know, let a man pick you up from your house on your first date. Don't let, like, there's certain guards that we put up, you know what I mean? For people have to earn trust. Like, especially men have to earn trust from women. Like, in my dating, you know, in the time that I've, you know, been on the market, I find that, you know, the best relationships are the relationships that are built, that you have to kind of work for. Mm-hmm. Those are the relationships that you kind of appreciate more.
I don't believe that. I don't agree with that.
Okay.
Like, I think it should be easy. I really feel like it should be easy. Not easy like sex.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, easy like, yo, this shit was seamless. Like, it
no.
like,
you should click easy.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be easy as far as accessibility.
All right. When you say accessibility, I don't know if you're talking about, like, we're getting intimate or anything like that.
No, we're not talking about sex.
Like, but, yo, all right.
We're talking about availability. We're talking about letting that guard down. We're talking about
This is the thing. When a woman has a guard up, it's because she's been hurt somehow, somewhere.
Not necessarily. Maybe she got her bullshit meter is
because she got hurt before
fine.
In the past.
It doesn't necessarily have to be hurt. Nah, you don't have to be hurt.
If
Maybe you've seen this song and dance before. Maybe you've seen this play.
Yeah, and you got got by it before, okay. Right? And you're not gonna let it happen again, right? So, but
some people learn from that. Some people learn from things that happen to them. Smart people learn from things that happen to other people. So maybe you could see things that happen to your cousin. Maybe you could hear stories on the internet. Maybe you hear different things, and red flags go off. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Maybe certain things go off. You know what I mean? Maybe you you know, things like that. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But it's not really like all right, so how can I say this? Even though you might see red flags and everything like that, that doesn't necessarily have to mean you have a guard up, right? I'm not like if I see red flags in somebody, I'm doing business with somebody, right? I don't have to put my guard up. I just like, yo, I saw that's not cool or whatever like that. I don't think I'm gonna do, you know.
Yeah.
I don't gotta be like stonewalling people. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. In order to kind of walk away from a situation or see a red flag and be like, yo, I gotta go the opposite way. It doesn't take anything. You don't have to be on some like on stonewalling or being mad or mean or like, yo.
Oh,
I think a lot of the times though. When that happens is because something traumatic has happened in the past or something negative has happened in the past.
So before the show started, we were talking about financial planners and like people getting robbed by their financial planners and stuff like that. And we're saying that it happens a lot. It's never happened to one of us, but we know that if we were to hire somebody, we'd have to properly vet that person, right?
I don't think it happens a lot, but go ahead.
Because of the negative experiences that are put in the forefront, right?
Vetting somebody doesn't mean like, okay, because what I'm assuming, and I may be wrong, is that when you say like, oh, you know, if it's a challenge or whatever, it's better, right? Because you said in the past you like a mean chick.
Yeah.
There's no point, like you don't have to be mean, right?
I'm not saying mean, but I'm like, you know.
No, but we were talking about black women, right? And it being a little bit more difficult. You don't have to be difficult.
I don't like women that smile in everybody's face. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Not smiling in everybody's face in that way, right? But that makes a woman so much more attractive when she's nice. Like, I think it's so graceful when a woman could let you down in a nice way and just be super like respectful and kind and shit like that. You know what I mean? I think it's so super cool, right? When a woman is like on some difficult shit, on some mean shit, like, yo, that's not attractive to me.
I like that shit.
Like, yo,
I like a challenge.
I think it's just something about a woman that could just like, yo, they could just.
Oh, I'm sorry, baby. You're not my type.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
get out of here, boy.
I think that's the coolest shit, right? You like.
Get out of here, nigga. I like niggas with hair. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Like, I like that shit. I like.
Oh,
it
man.
You know what I mean? I like it rough.
I don't. Yeah, that's not my bag.
That's why I say like it's a little harder to date a black woman.
But
most black women do have a little rougher edge on them.
But I think that's from trauma. That's from past experience.
I think that's from stories and hearing things and knowing that.
All right, so you're taking on somebody else's trauma that never happened to you.
From your fathers and from your uncles and from your older brothers that guys only want one thing. Everybody that got it in, everybody that's giving a woman advice, giving the same advice. Guys only want one thing.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
That's fine.
Protect yourself.
That's fine. I mean? That's fine. But that doesn't mean you gotta be.
We spoke about grooming.
You don't have to be rough around the edges for that.
You don't gotta be rough around the edges, but you gotta stay sucker free.
I understand that, and you could still keep a certain level of niceness or femininity with it, keeping yourself sucker free.
Yeah.
Right. When you go about it the other way. Right, that can turn a guy off.
I'm not saying you gotta be abrasive or something like that. I'm being facetious.
That abrasive is a great word, bro. Yeah. That's a great word because you might have a lot. When we talk about difficult, you speaking about that.
We just talking about they
can get a little abrasive.
You're not gonna get the smile on the first or second. You know what I mean? Line.
What's wrong with smiling?
Whatever.
What's wrong with smiling?
Smiling is an end. Smiling is letting the person know that you're interested.
No.
Work a little harder. Come on, let me see what you got. Let me see the second, third layer.
The illest chicks, right? They could have a dude so into them thinking like, oh, she really like me. But nah, she's just cool.
Okay,
she's a cool chick.
See what happened to Diamond on the Players Club, right? That nigga was following her ass home, right?
You always got to go extreme. You always got to go extreme.
Yo, let a nigga know exactly what yo, listen, ain't no, like, no. No means no right off the gap. It's not no smiling with the no. I know. Not no maybe and get out the situation. No means no. I'm not interested in you means no. That's all it means. I teach my peoples no means no. No is no.
You know the coolest chicks are?
Maybe later or maybe this or that. No.
The coolest chicks be the chicks that all the niggas like them. They cool with everybody, and it's not like they like a homie, but everybody still want. It's not like no homegirl where it's like, yeah, I think of her like a sister. No, I like her, but she mad cool, she mad nice, and she good looking and all that.
Too accessible.
No, she not sleeping with everybody. Whatever.
Still too accessible. Cool. Too accessible. Smiling too many niggas' face, yo.
Okay.
Smiling too niggas' face. Only smile in my face. That's it, yo. Smiling niggas, showing niggas all your teeth and shit. Fuck out of here.
Yo, bro.
Nah. Niggas don't want all that.
Yo, bro. That doesn't mean. See, that's the thing, and this is where it all comes from. Where it's like, experiences and trauma. Where it's like, you assume that you assume as a guy that if a chick smiles and she's courteous and all that stuff like that, that she wants you. You understand what I'm saying? It don't have to be the case.
That's called flirting.
Not necessarily, no.
Body language. It's not. It's flirting.
No.
Smiling niggas' faces and doing all that stuff is borderline crazy eye contact. You know what I mean? All that blood. Come on,
I'm not saying all that. I'm not saying no. I'm not. No. See, you taking it extra. I'm not. I didn't say all that. I'm talking about
friends. You don't want to put niggas down. Or can we just? You know how niggas do. Oh, you're not gonna. Oh, can we just be friends? Oh, sure, honey, we can be friends. Now you just taking a nigga's number. Now you.
No, I'm not saying all that.
Now your phone is full of friends.
I'm not saying. I'm
No
not
means
saying.
no.
I'm not.
Moving.
I'm not
Let's
saying
go.
all that.
Yeah.
That's a bit much.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
But you don't. A chick doesn't have to be abrasive. She could be cool. Like, yo, yeah, I'm good, man. I'm straight. Nah,
I'm with you. I think abrasive is too much. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, we could agree to disagree on that.
Nah, I feel you. But as far as the what she was saying on there, like what the fuck was she saying? She was
basically saying that women are not taught how to treat men or boys when they're young, and men or young boys are taught how to treat girls at a young age.
I feel like men learn how to treat women. We're learning on the fly. We're learning every day.
I think. Well,
we're learning every
no.
day.
You
I work in close quarters, right? I go into a lot of
we learn ground rules early though.
No, but we're learning every day. Trust me, because I work in a lot of I go to a lot of fast food restaurants, right? I'm a contractor that goes into these restaurants. There's a lot of tight spaces, a lot of women working in these spaces. When I train the men that I'm working with, I train them to, and it might be a no-brainer, but I feel like a lot of people don't know. When you're passing a woman from behind,
you turn your back.
You should turn your back to them. You know what I mean? And that's something that you kind of learn over time. Like, you're always learning. When you're speaking to a woman, take a step back. You know what I mean? Like, don't be all up in her face. You know what I mean? Certain things, like, you're always learning how to treat women with a little, more dignity and a little bit more respect. You know what I'm saying? So it's things like that. Women with men, I feel like women can easily use their charm to manipulate men to try to do whatever they want to do, to try to get extra things from men that they have no interest in. You know what I mean? To like you use their femininity to like gain favor. You know what I'm saying? But most men that are giving women advice would advise against that. We tell them from an early age, yo, cut the short shit short with the man that you're not interested with.
No, I would give that same advice.
Right.
I would give that same advice.
Yeah.
Like, if you're trying to manipulate a man to get something out of him and you have no interest in him.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not. When I was speaking earlier, I'm not speaking about a woman that does that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But back to what you were saying as far as treating women, right? I think women learn what you were saying, as far as like, yo, don't be up in niggas' faces or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's always the lessons that they learn, and what she was saying in the video is that they learn ways to protect themselves from men, right?
Yeah.
And young boys, they learn about how to be respectful to women. You understand what I'm saying? With the lessons that the stuff that they're getting taught is like, yo, don't do this to a chick. Make sure you do this for a chick, or don't do this for do that to a chick. How to be respectful to women, and women are taught how to protect themselves from men.
Well, going back to the Jay-Z kind of thing with a woman growing into a grown woman, I feel like where fathers and men that are leading young women lose a little bit of ground is we teach them early how to avoid older men and how to, be safe, and how to, cover up, and how to protect themselves from men. But it's kind of like we lose touch in that. Men have a little disconnect with young women when it is time for dating. And then we do lack those conversations, that second layer of conversation. You know, we kind of drive home that your men only want one thing, but we don't really teach them how to discern a good man from a bad man.
Yeah,
And I feel like that's where a little bit of that disconnect is, and maybe that's where she's speaking to.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think she's speaking to.
Yeah,
and I think that wall that you're talking about, that abrasiveness or that protection that they built up, because they heard so many negative things about men.
Yeah,
when they probably will miss out on some good men that don't want to deal with that wall.
You got to deal with that wall if you're a good man, yo. I'm sorry, man.
Why do you have to deal with that? Because trust and believe, there's another woman that's like
easy.
Not easy. You make it. When you say easy, you make it like
easier,
sexually easy or something like that.
Same thing T.O. spoke to. He had a hard time in the hood. He went to the he went to the school and he got it popping. They were easier there.
Yeah. Even a woman that is abrasive, all that melts off with the guy that she likes.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
Yeah.
So, but there are women that
spend a little time.
There are some women that feel like they have to keep up that guard.
Yo.
And they're extra difficult.
Chip at it. If you really like it, it'll
Ain't
be
nobody
worth it,
got
man.
time for that shit.
Oh, people got time for it. Come on now. Chip away at it, man. Chip away at it. Take your time, fellas. Take your time. Anything that's worth it, don't come overnight, man. You ain't gonna get nothing easy. You get it easy, and then she gonna talk about getting spit roasted in her fucking fantasies and shit like that. She gonna want that fucking trade. You know what I mean?
What if you spend all that time trying to chip away, and she really don't like you like that much?
Yo, there's no gold there, yo. I'm sorry, bro. Keep on moving.
You waste your time.
You waste your time, man.
Okay.
I mean, that's what life's about. You know. Maybe you get to see the signs earlier now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, everything is a lesson in everything. You do spend a little time. You spend a couple of weeks trying to get at something that you thought you was working on. You're not necessarily in the friend zone, but you play it cool. You know what I mean? You kind of see like, yo, there's no interest there. Now you learn, yo, at week 2, certain things that didn't really play out. You could kind of like discern. If I'm getting rhythm a little earlier, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay. You could discern this within like a couple of weeks, though.
Oh, yeah, easy, man. You can see if you're getting rhythm. Okay. Listen, availability, like everything like that. This is a quote that I wanted to like kind of like go over. It was on that Tia Mowry clip, and we spoke about it. Love bombing, but emotional unavailability. What do you think that means? I kind of wanted to tackle it real time because I have no idea.
Emotional unavailability.
That's like a hot topic now that people are saying. I've never really heard of it. I think I kind of know what it means, but what do you think it means?
What I believe it means is like keeping everything on the surface in a sense.
Okay.
Right? Not really getting deep into your relationship, like into your inner thoughts, your emotions. I think most men are not most men. A lot of men are emotionally unavailable to women that they really don't like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if they plan on or they see a future with a woman, I don't think they're going to be emotionally unavailable.
What's the difference between being emotionally unavailable and setting boundaries?
I don't think
like I dig you, but I'm not going to spend every fucking hour with you just because you want to. Like I still got my interests. I still want to hoop with the fellas. I still want to play the video game. I still want to do that, but I kind of want to see you too.
I think emotional availability is more or less like when you're with me, I really feel your presence because it's not just a physical thing. It's more of a mental or like I really feel like we're building something, right? You don't just build something with somebody just by being there. Like, oh, we're together. We spend mad time together, but we don't have any conversations.
Okay.
We don't know shit about each other, But, you know, we might spend time with each other. We might have sex or something. Like, you could have a sexual relationship with somebody, and that relationship could have no emotional availability. You just physically you there.
So how did
and
he
you
even
having sex.
get to that point where he got sex with you? Like, he had to show you some kind of emotion that he liked you, right? Yeah.
It could be attractive to each other.
So the definition
in this day and
here-
age, you could have situations because women, I think they're way more quicker to have sex, and it's a very low entry point to have sex because women feel like I could have sex just like men could have sex. I think a lot of women these days think like that, where it's like, I think he's attractive. I'll sleep with him.
Could they're easy and they're not making a man work for it.
I think we're talking about something different because that same chick that might have that
It's a low
abrasiveness.
bar. Yeah.
No. She may be like, no, I'm talking about she may find a dude that she physically is attracted to.
Right.
Like, yeah, I give him some pussy. That's it. It don't like, I think before men had to work a little bit harder, right? Even if we had to fake it, like, I like you. I might make you my girl and all that stuff like that, and then you have sex and then you ghost or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
like you said, like when we find out, you know, the girl's a hoe, you're just gonna go with her, and then you're gonna have sex with her, and then you're gonna keep it moving.
Yeah, but you're gonna act like, yo, I'm gonna be your man and shit like that. Like, yo, I'm into you, I'm digging you. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm gonna act like your boyfriend for a week or a couple of days until I smash, and then I'm keeping it moving. Right. So I think these days, men don't have to even do that work because it's like, oh, I don't really like you like that. I don't like you like that either.
Okay.
But we can still fuck.
All right.
I think that's where, in this day and age, I think that's happening.
So they're setting themselves up for emotional unavailability. So why they complain about it?
That's women.
Oh, okay.
They'll be playing in the game and then complain about the calls that the refs are making.
Right. Emotional unavailability refers to someone who doesn't respond to your emotional needs or cues. An emotional unavailable man or woman has persistent difficulty expressing or handling emotions and getting emotional close to people. So 5 signs that he's emotionally available is he is stable and present. He's a good listener. He is able to hear and take in feedback. You feel understood. He can engage in adult conversations about the future. You feel secure in your relationship. This is a bunch of bullshit. It's fucking bullshit.
I don't think it's bullshit.
It's all about what she wants.
No, it definitely is.
Yeah.
Because women are emotional, right?
Okay. All
so
right. Okay.
And I was gonna. It was crazy. Like I was gonna say, it's like most men are like emotionally unavailable.
Yeah.
A lot of men are.
Yeah, because it sounds like regular shit.
Yo, bro.
Like, yo, we ain't doing all that right now.
It's niggas that have been emotionally unavailable for the last. They've been married for fucking 10 years, and they've been emotionally unavailable for 8 of them, right? And their woman just broke through, and like really got the vulnerability from them. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, we weren't asked for that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of times, like, in the past, women probably felt like it was sucker shit if you was on some emotional shit.
But she was complaining about that in like the dating phase. Like, how is a man emotionally available?
Who she would
Tia Mowry, right?
Because she's coming out of a marriage.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
So she expects emotional availability right off the gate?
This is what I'm trying to say,
That's a
man.
lot.
No.
Cause I'm like, yo, we kind of glossed over it, but we were talking about other shit. But I'm like, yo, I've been hearing this word come up a lot, and it's like, oh, it's all this something like it's a talking point with the women against the men, but it's like, yo, what does that really even mean?
I think it's an age thing too, though. It depends on how ready you are, right? Because if emotional unavailability is based on what you're looking to get out of the situation. If I'm a man and I'm just looking to get sex, I'm not gonna go that deep, right?
See,
I'm not going that deep.
I think he's gonna go that deep very fast, and then I think he's gonna check out. after he gets what he wants?
It depends on
I
what
think
he
he's gonna
wants.
fake
though.
the emotion, and that's basically what, like love bombing, and then he's gonna
And-
pull back.
I believe that older men.
Mhm.
I think older men. It depends on their situation. Now she's saying that as a woman that's been married for 14 years and has just got out of a 14-year marriage and is jumping on the dating scene, right?
Yeah.
Her expectations are a different level, right?
Mhm.
So she's reaching the dating stage and she's realizing it's not all it's cracked up to be, right?
Mhm.
Because in this dating field, you got people. We're in a hookup culture. We don't have to get emotional. We don't have to be emotionally available.
Yeah, especially
Two
if you
people could
swiping
just
right,
see
you doing
each
whatever.
other
Yeah.
and be like, "Yo, let's hook up.
Yeah.
What you doing tonight? All right, I see you. Like, I don't even know your last name.
Right.
We fucked,
Mhm.
and maybe I'll reach out to you. Maybe I'll hit you on social media. Maybe we could do this again. You know what I mean? So, and
You don't know what they want.
I'm not blaming, but I think it goes like that because women are allowing it, right?
Do women have to earn emotional availability from a man?
Earn it.
Earn it.
I think if you get to a certain level, you got to. It's like playing a
earn
video game, and
Yeah.
you got to get to like not to the final stage,
Yeah,
but
but at
like
least
if
halfway
you get
there.
like you got to get past halfway there.
Right.
Like you got to get like damn near Mario Brothers. You getting
Yeah.
almost a King Cooper, but you're
Right.
not there.
Right.
And then you probably get emotional availability from the
Right.
man.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like.
But why would they expect that in the dating phase? I think that's kind of
Well,
wild.
well,
like,
if
you know what I mean?
if a man is ready, if he wants to get to that stage of
Yeah.
long-term relationship / marriage,
Mhm.
he may be open for that. You know what I mean? But
It will make them look thirsty, but I guess you know. What I mean?
yeah, and that's another thing, man. Women will have you looking crazy,
Yeah.
and you thinking you doing everything right.
Yeah.
You got niggas on the internet getting stood up crying and shit like that,
Yeah,
right?
well, yeah.
He was probably very
dog.
available emotionally because he sat there and cried,
My
right?
dog. Yeah.
But you know, he got stood up, and he was probably emotionally available on the phone calls and everything like that, and that was a turnoff to that woman.
exactly. Yeah.
Yo, it's crazy. You got to play the game, but it is what it is,
Yeah,
right?
that fellas, yo, we schooling y'all, man. We putting y'all on the game, yo. Free game, yo.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. What you think about that Jack, man?
I
Jumbo
like
Jack,
it.
smooth, right?
I like
Always,
it. Yeah,
always.
yeah,
you know
man.
what I mean? I got the big joint because I know that's gonna be around for a little while.
Gentleman Jack,
Yeah,
man.
man. Old favorite. You know what I mean?
What's that? What is this? 40 proof, 40 ABV, 80 proof. Yeah,
About a 40. That's about the 50. That's like a 50 bottle.
50.
$50 bottle with tax and everything like that. Yeah.
Okay, and this is a 1 liter.
Yeah. You
Okay.
get busy.
Yeah, man. Of course, that's a solid,
Yeah.
solid selection right there.
We're gonna try that ride next week. Then we're gonna go with that ride.
The Jones.
Yeah,
Jones bourbon ride. Yeah,
Yeah, Jones ride.
yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I see. Oh, I saw Hudson got a new bottle. I think they're sponsored by the Mets now, so they got like an orange and blue Mets bottle.
Oh, really?
Stuff like that. Yeah. Hudson whiskey. Yeah. Shout out to them too.
Okay.
Yeah, their favorite.
Yeah. We had just had the
Rye.
We had the rye, but it had a special name. I forgot what it was called. I just looked at the picture earlier, but whatever.
Yeah, man.
All right, so big shout out to our guy CW Simple Things on Instagram
My God.
for these. Which one is this called? I forget the name. La Herencia Cubano Core.
Do the right thing.
Do the rye thing. That's it.
Yeah.
Do the rye thing. Yeah, the Spike Lee play. Yeah, man. Shout out to him for shooting over some cigars, man.
Yeah,
He
man.
gave us a nice little pack, a nice, couple of sticks. Like for the next 4 or 5 shows, we got sticks
held
from
us
him.
down, yo. Held us down. Yeah, man.
Yo, we really, really appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Give him a follow on the gram and shoot him a little message. and,
Yeah,
show me
man.
appreciation for him, man. Thank you, dog.
And all the brothers of the Leaf, the sisters of the Leaf, if you got any cigars that you want us to try, you want to give us some recommendations, by all means, hit us up, man. Hit us up on Instagram at Cigars Whiskey. That's Cigars with an S Whiskey. And shout out to our other sponsor, other than our guy Simple Things, Cigargle.
Cigargle.
Right?
Yeah, man.
And
eliminates cigar breath.
Yes, bro. I'll definitely be popping one of these later on tonight. It'll knock it right out. I won't wake up with that cigar breath in the morning. Yo, check these guys out on Instagram at Cigargle, Cigargle. They got the cinnamon, they got the Parliament, and they got the spearmint, bro. Check them out.
Absolutely.
All right. You definitely won't be disappointed. And it's next level. It's not like your regular mint or your regular mouthwash. All right. And with that, we want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Cigars and Whiskey Podcast. If you don't follow us on Instagram, please do. Cigars Whiskey. That's Cigars with an S Whiskey. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Cigars the Ensign Whiskey Podcast. All right. If you have any questions, comments, recommendations, you want to recommend a cigar, you want to recommend a spirit, by all means, hit us up. Let us know. Let us know what you're drinking. Let us know what you're smoking. All right. And if you dig the show, you like the content that we're putting out, you want to show some support, you can do that via Cash App. It's the same as the Instagram, Cigars Whiskey. That's Cigars with an S Whiskey. All right. And with that, we want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Cigars and Whiskey Podcast. We will catch you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.